Visit their Facebook page, facebook.com/The Pump House Bar and Grill, or just stop in at 1523 East Edwardsville Road, Wood River, Illinois. Just 30 minutes from downtown St. Louis and just 2 minutes from Highway 255. And don't forget to say under further review sent you.
If you're going to any other bar in the Metro East, punch in.
A lot going on in sports today. Here's Jim Shorts.
Thanks, Tom. Play It Again Sports has a new location in St. Peter's off of Mid-Rivers Mall Drive. Play It Again Sports has a great reputation around St. Louis as a place to go when you're looking for top-notch equipment for your kids. Cleats too small? Trade them in. Hockey, baseball, softball, lacrosse. If it's a sport, they'll probably have it at Play It Again Sports in St. Peter's. 234 Mid-Rivers Center at the intersection of Mid-Rivers Mall Drive and Sue Mandy. Or check them out online at playitagainstsportsstpeters.com. Open 7 days a week. Play It Again Sports St. Peter's hits a home run every time. I'm Jim Shorts, and that's your sports. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Jim.
Hey, it's Boom Boom. I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day for over 20 years. After walking into Vapor Locker USA, I haven't had one in over a year. You know why? Because the e-cig at Vapor Locker USA works. Once you make the decision to switch to Vapor e-cigs, this is the place to go. They actually take the time to show you what vaping is all about, from how the kit works to getting the right e-juice. Vapor Locker USA was the first brick-and-mortar vapor shop in St. Louis and has been open for over 2 years. No one has more experience in e-cigarettes than Vapor Locker USA. No one. Period. End. Kits come complete with a bottle of e-juice. With over 120 flavors to choose from, you can't go wrong, and they start at just $39.98. Now with 5 locations. 13 East Pierce Boulevard in Wentzville and 1032 Country Club Road in St. Charles, as well as Troy, Missouri, Mexico, Missouri, and now Bowling Green, Missouri. And online at VaporLockerUSA.com. Vapor Locker USA, your hometown e-cig supply store. Make sure you get the right e-cig the first time at Vapor Locker USA. I did.
Are you looking for new, exciting, and inexpensive ideas to boost revenue and attendance at your next grand opening, charity event, or fundraiser? If so, visit Pinshot.com. Pinshot.com is St. Louis's leading provider of specialty sport promotions like the half-court shot, field goal kick contest, and hole-in-one shootouts. Make your next casino or Texas Hold'em night a winner with a Royal Flush or Lucky 21 promotion. Don't forget to ask about our fall football programs. Pinshot.com, ensuring sports' greatest moments.
Good day and welcome to TalkSTL.com. While you enjoy your listening experience to our original programming, we would like to announce that Shamrocks is TalkSTL.com's official watering hole, eatery, and establishment to have happy fun times in. Whether it's enjoying their lunch buffet or trying to fill the void after partaking in too many libations, Shamrocks will not disappoint. May we suggest the Pub House Club or the Dublin O'Fatty. Dublin O'Fatty. Fun to say, even better to eat. Shamrocks. Be sure to say TalkSTL.com at the bar and receive $1 Fatrol Naturals. Again, fun to say, better to drink. $1 Fatrol Naturals. Shamrocks Veterans Memorial Parkway at 70 in Cave Springs. Party starts when you arrive.
Hey, it's Coach from my friends at Rookie's Bar and Grill, here to tell you about some of their all-day specials. And believe me, there are 5 16-ounce drafts during every Cardinals, Blues, Rams, and Mizzou sporting event that you can watch on one of their 9 big screens. You will never miss a game at Rookie's Bar and Grill, 1544 South Service Road, right here in Wentzville.
Hey, Brant, have you been down to the Pump House Bar and Grill in Wood River, Illinois lately?
Yes, Fred, I have. It's my favorite bar and grill in the Metro East.
I've been going there since their opening in February 2012. It quickly became my hometown bar.
I really enjoy their daily drink specials, including their signature little beers and their great menu.
Yeah, it's definitely not just bar food. Their brisket is to die for.
Don't forget about the free chicken chunks with the purchase of a drink every Tuesday, 4 to 7.
It's the weekend destination for a good time. bands or karaoke every Friday and Saturday night, and football all day Sunday.
The staff and atmosphere are great too. It's like my own man cave with a waitress.
If you haven't checked out the Pump House Bar and Grill, visit their Facebook page, facebook.com/the Pump House Bar and Grill, or just stop in at 1523 East Edwardsville Road, Wood River, Illinois. Just 30 minutes from downtown St. Louis and just 2 minutes from Highway 255. And don't forget to say under further review sent you.
If you're going to any other bar in the Metro East, punch in.
A lot going on in sports today. Here's Jim Shorts.
Thanks, Tom. Play It Again Sports has a new location in St. Peter's off of Mid-Rivers Mall Drive. Play It Again Sports has a great reputation around St. Louis as a place to go when you're looking for top-notch equipment for your kids. Cleats too small? Trade them in. Hockey, baseball, softball, lacrosse. If it's a sport, they'll probably have it at Play It Again Sports in St. Peter's. 234 Mid-Rivers Center at the intersection of Mid-Rivers Mall Drive and Sue Mandy. Or check them out online at playitagainstsportsstpeters.com. Open 7 days a week. Play It Again Sports St. Peter's hits a home run every time. I'm Jim Shorts, and that's your sports. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Jim.
Tom, have you been to Jackwagon's Teachers lately?
I've swung some balls at Jackwagon's inside the wiffle ball cage, the only one around.
The World Series of wiffle ball happens at Jackwagon's, but it's so much more. If you want to go there and just have a drink, watch a game, play some pool, throw some bags, karaoke, the wiffle balls we mentioned, you can do all that. Oh, plus, ding, there's fantastic food. Jackwagon's Teachers. It's 94 in Jungerman. RJ.
And there's also a taco/nacho bar on Wednesdays, 3 p.m. to close, $3.99.
Plus, they have on Wednesdays this whole competition. Throw 8 pucks on the shuffleboard table, 8 swings, 8 bags, and if you answer 10 trivia questions, all of those winners get Blues tickets.
And you must wear clothes. It's a requirement at Jackwagon's.
Well, not all the time. I've seen you shirtless in a wiffle ball cage. But go to Jackwagon's Teachers. It is a very cool place, or we wouldn't say that.
94 and Jungerman, Jackwagon's Teachers. It's not just billiards anymore.
If you're listening to my voice right now, you're on the internet. The net is our lifeline. Without it, we're dead in the water. That's why TalkSTL.com uses J&B Technologies. They create and sell high-quality computers, desktops, and network servers. They also provide customer support and repair should something go wrong. J&B Technologies provides in-house and on-site repair for all computer makes and models, and they have the staff to back it up. If the internet is your lifeline, like TalkSTL.com is to us, use the best, J&B Technologies, jbtech.com, or call 314-993-5528. J&B Technologies.
Here's a number you need to put in your phone right now, 314-291-8899. That's our friend, attorney at law, Jason Faust.
And trust me, from a guy who's been married 14 times, I know good and bad attorneys. You need a guy you can trust. That is Jason Faust. That's F-A-U-S-S. Whether you're talking bankruptcy, criminal defense, DUI, DWIs, family laws, you name it, he's your guy.
Find him on faustlaw.com. If you or a loved one are in need of a lawyer, give our friend Jason Faust a call. He'll help you out. 314-291-8899. He's a good guy. He's on the show every Friday. We know Jason Faust, and he's a reasonable priced lawyer.
So call him today. That number again, 314-291-8899. For attorney Jason Faust, F-A-U-S-S.
He's local, just like you. The decision to hire an attorney is an important one and should not be based solely on advertising.
A broken phone means hassle to some, to others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it.
Let me tell you a story about Kyle and Kelly. They met, they dated, they married, and then they had themselves a little Shamrocks. Now, when Shamrocks was born, Kyle and Kelly nurtured their little Shamrocks. And they told Shamrocks that he could grow up to be anything Shamrocks wanted to be. Shamrocks could make people feel welcome. by serving the customers good, wholesome food that would make their bellies full. Shamrock certainly could provide plenty of drink to enhance the mood of the people gathered. Shamrock's could be a family-friendly place where any sort of celebration could be properly enjoyed. With Kyle and Kelly's love, Shamrock's has prospered and stands proudly on Veterans Memorial Parkway at 70 in Cave Springs. Feel free to stop by and see how Shamrock's is doing nowadays, and be sure to tell Kyle and Kelly what a good time you had and how Shamrock's made you smile, because every parent likes to hear about how their Shamrocks made them smile. Shamrocks.
Do you want to look, feel, and perform better every single day? Whether you're at home, in the gym, or on the playing field, 180nutrition.org is your source for the best performance nutrition. 180nutrition.org is for everyone. My name is Clint Forsythe.
And I'm Lindsay.
Together we own 180nutrition.org.
Jumpstart your new year with an AdvoCare 24-day challenge before the new year starts.
180nutrition.org, your local and trusted AdvoCare independent distributors. 180nutrition.org. Use what the pros use. Get your AdvoCare 24-day challenge and visit 180nutrition.org. Right now.
Hey, it's Boom Boom. I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day for over 20 years. After walking into Vapor Locker USA, I haven't had one in over a year. You know why? Because the e-cig at Vapor Locker USA works. Once you make the decision to switch to Vapor e-cigs, this is the place to go. They actually take the time to show you what vaping is all about, from how the kit works to getting the right e-juice. Vapor Locker USA was the first brick-and-mortar vapor shop in St. Louis and has been open for over 2 years. No one has more experience in e-cigarettes than Vapor Locker USA. No one. Period. End. Kits come complete with a bottle of e-juice. With over 120 flavors to choose from, you can't go wrong, and they start at just $39.98. Now with 5 locations. 13 East Pierce Boulevard in Wentzville and 1032 Country Club Road in St. Charles, as well as Troy, Missouri, Mexico, Missouri, and now Bowling Green, Missouri. And online at VaporLockerUSA.com. Vapor Locker USA, your hometown e-cig supply store. Make sure you get the right e-cig the first time at Vapor Locker USA. I did.
Are you looking for new, exciting, and inexpensive ideas to boost revenue and attendance at your next grand opening, charity event, or fundraiser? If so, visit Pinshot.com. Pinshot.com is St. Louis's leading provider of specialty sport promotions like the half-court shot, field goal kick contest, and hole-in-one shootouts. Make your next casino or Texas Hold'em night a winner with a Royal Flush or Lucky 21 promotion. Don't forget to ask about our fall football programs. Pinshot.com, ensuring sports' greatest moments.
A broken phone means hassle to some. To others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it.
Good day and welcome to TalkSTL.com. While you enjoy your listening experience to our original programming, we would like to announce that Shamrocks is TalkSTL.com's official watering hole, eatery, and establishment to have happy fun times in. Whether it's enjoying their lunch buffet or trying to fill the void after partaking in too many libations, Shamrocks will not disappoint. May we suggest the Pub House Club or the Dublin O'Fatty. Fun to say, even better to eat. Shamrocks. Be sure to say TalkSTL.com at the bar and receive $1 Fetrol Naturals. Again, fun to say, better to drink. $1 Fetrol Naturals. Shamrocks, Veterans Memorial Parkway at 70 in Cave Springs. Party starts when you arrive.
Hey, it's Coach from my friends at Rookie's Bar and Grill, here to tell you about some of their all-day specials. And believe me, there are plenty. Mondays and Thursdays feature a pitcher of beer and 20 wings for only $14.99. On Tuesdays, you can enjoy a bucket of beer for $9. And Bud Select long necks are only $1.75 all day Wednesday. Happy hour weekdays from 2 to 6. And don't forget about those $1.75 16-ounce drafts during every Cardinals, Blues, Rams, and Mizzou sporting event that you can watch on one of their 9 big screens. You will never miss a game at Rookie's Bar and Grill, 1544 South Service Road, right here in Wentzville.
Hey, Brant, have you been down to the Pump House Bar and Grill in Wood River, Illinois lately?
Yes, Fred, I have. It's my favorite bar and grill in the Metro East.
I've been going there since their opening in February 2012. It quickly became my hometown bar.
I really enjoy their daily drink specials, including their signature little beers and their great menu.
Yeah, it's definitely not just bar food. Their brisket is to die for.
Don't forget about the free chicken chunks with the purchase of a drink every Tuesday, 4 to 7.
It's the weekend destination for a good time. Bands or karaoke every Friday and Saturday night, and football all day Sunday.
The staff and atmosphere are great too. It's like my own man cave with a waitress.
If you haven't checked out the Pump House Bar and Grill, visit their Facebook page, facebook.com/the Pump House Bar and Grill, or just stop in at 1523 East Edwardsville Road, Wood River, Illinois. Just 30 minutes from downtown St. Louis and just 2 minutes from Highway 255. And don't forget to say Under Further Review sent you.
If you're going to any other bar in the Metro East, punch in.
If you're listening to my voice right now, you're on the internet. The net is our lifeline. Without it, we're dead in the water. That's why TalkSTL.com uses J&B Technologies. They create and sell high-quality computers, desktops, and network servers. They also provide customer support and repair should something go wrong. J&B Technologies provides in-house and on-site repair for all computer makes and models, and they have the staff to back it up. If the internet is your lifeline, like TalkSTL.com is to us, use the best, J&B Technologies, jbtech.com, or call 314-993-5528. J&B Technologies.
A broken phone means hassle to some. To others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it.
Hey, Brant, have you been down to the Pump House Bar and Grill in Wood River, Illinois lately?
Yes, Fred, I have. It's my favorite bar and grill in the Metro East.
I've been going there since their opening in February 2012. It quickly became my hometown bar.
I really enjoy their daily drink specials, including their signature little beers and their great menu.
Yeah, it's definitely not just bar food. Their brisket is to die for.
Don't forget about the free chicken chunks with the purchase of a drink every Tuesday, 4 to 7.
It's the weekend destination for a good time. Bands or karaoke every Friday and Saturday night, and football all day Sunday.
The staff and atmosphere are great too. It's like my own man cave with a waitress.
If you haven't checked out the Pump House Bar and Grill, visit their Facebook page, facebook.com/the Pump House Bar and Grill, or just stop in at 1523 East Edwardsville Road, Wood River, Illinois. Just 30 minutes from downtown St. Louis and just 2 minutes from Highway 255. And don't forget to say Under Further Review sent you.
If you're going to any other bar in the Metro East, punch in.
Good day and welcome to TalkSTL.com. While you enjoy your listening experience to our original programming, we would like to announce that Shamrocks is TalkSTL.com's official watering hole, eatery, and establishment to have happy fun times in. Whether it's enjoying their lunch buffet or trying to fill the void after partaking in too many libations, Shamrocks will not disappoint. May we suggest the Pub House Club or the Dublin O'Fatty. Fun to say, even better to eat. Shamrocks. Be sure to say TalkSTL.com at the bar and receive $1 Fetrol Naturals. Again, fun to say, better to drink. $1 Fetrol Naturals. Shamrocks, Veterans Memorial Parkway at 70 in Cave Springs. Party starts when you arrive.
Hey, it's Coach from my friends at Rookie's Bar and Grill, here to tell you about some of their all-day specials. And believe me, there are plenty. Mondays and Thursdays feature a pitcher of beer and 20 wings for only $14.99. On Tuesdays, you can enjoy a bucket of beer for $9. And Bud Select long necks are only $1.75 all day Wednesday. Happy hour weekdays from 2 to 6. And don't forget about those $1.75 16-ounce drafts during every Cardinals, Blues, Rams, and Mizzou sporting event.
Hello, Coach.
You can watch on one of their 9 big screens. You will never miss a game at Rookie's Bar and Grill, 1544 South Service Road, right here in Winsville,
Missouri.
Tom, have you been to Jackwagon's Teachers lately?
I've swung some balls at Jackwagon's inside the wiffle ball cage, the only one around.
The World Series of wiffle ball happens at Jackwagon's, but it's so much more. If you want to go there and just have a drink, watch a game, play some pool, throw some bags, karaoke, the wiffle balls we mentioned, you can do all that. Oh, plus, ding, there's fantastic food. Jackwagon's Teachers. It's 94 in Jungerman. RJ.
And there's also a taco/nacho bar on Wednesdays, 3 p.m. to close, $3.99.
Plus, they have on Wednesdays this whole competition. Throw 8 pucks on the shuffleboard table, 8 swings, 8 bags, and if you answer 10 trivia questions, all of those winners get Blues tickets.
And you must wear clothes. It's a requirement at Jackwagon's.
Well, not all the time. I've seen you shirtless in a wiffle ball cage. But go to Jackwagon's Teachers. It is a very cool place, or we wouldn't say that.
94 and Jungerman, Jackwagon's Teachers. It's not just billiards anymore.
If you're listening to my voice right now, you're on the internet. The net is our lifeline. Without it, we're dead in the water. That's why TalkSTL.com uses J&B Technologies. They create and sell high-quality computers, desktops, and network servers. They also provide customer support and repair should something go wrong. J&B Technologies provides in-house and on-site repair for all computer makes and models, and they have the staff to back it up. If the internet is your lifeline, like TalkSTL.com is to us, use the best, J&B Technologies, jbtech.com, or call 314-993-5528. J&B Technologies.
Do you want to look, feel, and perform better every single day? Whether you're at home, in the gym, or on the playing field, 180nutrition.org is your source for the best performance nutrition. 180nutrition.org is for everyone. My name is Clint Forsythe.
And I'm Lindsay.
Together we own 180nutrition.org.
Jumpstart your new year with an AdvoCare 24-day challenge before the new year starts.
180nutrition.org, your local and trusted AdvoCare independent distributors. 180nutrition.org. Use what the pros use. Get your AdvoCare 24-day challenge and visit 180nutrition.org. Right now!
A broken phone means hassle to some. To others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it.
Hey, it's Boom Boom. I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day for over 20 years. After walking into Vapor Locker USA, I haven't had one in over a year. You know why? Because the e-cig at Vapor Locker USA works. Once you make the decision to switch to Vapor e-cigs, this is the place to go. They actually take the time to show you what vaping is all about, from how the kit works to getting the right e-juice. Vapor Locker USA was the first brick-and-mortar vapor shop in St. Louis and has been open for over 2 years. No one has more experience in e-cigarettes than Vapor Locker USA. No one. Period. End. Kits come complete with a bottle of e-juice. With over 120 flavors to choose from, you can't go wrong, and they start at just $39.98. Now with 5 locations. 13 East Pierce Boulevard in Winsville and 1032 Country Club Road in St. Charles, as well as Troy, Missouri, Mexico, Missouri, and now Bowling Green, Missouri. And online at VaporLockerUSA.com. Vapor Locker USA, your hometown e-cig supply store. Make sure you get the right e-cig the first time at Vapor Locker USA. I did.
A broken phone means hassle to some. To others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it. Welcome to the Vapor Locker USA pregame show for the St. Louis Ambush. Here's Joe De Niro.
Welcome to the St. Charles Family Arena. Alongside my partner Andy Noto, filling in for Mr. Soccer, Bill McDermott. My name is Joe De Niro. A tall task tonight for your St. Louis Ambush. They play none other than the Baltimore Blast, who have won championships, and they're in second place right now. I don't know how. We saw the number 1 team in the league, the Milwaukee Wave, but the Baltimore Blast, overall, they're 11-3. And Andy Noto, the stat that jumps off the page is the one that you mentioned to me. Mm-hmm. Their goals against, not many.
69 points given up versus the Ambush, who've given up 247. So we've got a tale of two opposites tonight.
That's quite the difference. And I tell you what, a big reason for them only giving up 69 points, 1, they've got a really good defense. But 2, you have to give it to their starting goalkeeper, William Vanzella, who has been absolutely outstanding and, bar none, is the best goalkeeper in the league.
Giving up 5.32 goals per game.
That's amazing. And when you consider that there are 3-point goals and all the other goals are 2 points, that's amazing. That's 2 goals a game, 2.5 points goals a game for a goal in this league that's so fast. And when you see games that easily reach into the double digits, again, a very, very tall task for your St. Louis Ambush tonight. As you know, unfortunately at the hands of the Milwaukee Wave, the last game that we did last weekend, they are officially out of the playoffs, but they've got a lot to prove here to show these teams that, hey, we're building something here. We're an expansion team, and we're back. And we're a team that we may not have to be reckoned with yet, but they're trying to play the role of spoiler with a 4-11 overall record. Much better at home. They're 3-4 as opposed to 1-7 away. And Andy, they're on a 5-game losing streak that it's going to be really, really tough to keep that from 6, because this Baltimore Blast team, they've got 8 guys that have scored 20 or more points, and that's a lot of points in 14 games.
It'll be interesting to see how the Ambush handle the defense of Baltimore. Goals will definitely be at a premium tonight. Let's just hope the Ambush can get out in front early.
Second of 2 meetings tonight. The first game did not go so well, and that's putting it lightly. And a paltry 7 for the Blast. And again, they've got their work cut out for them, and we don't want to overblow it, but at the same time, if the Ambush want to make some waves tonight, they really, really have to play a near-perfect soccer game. And again, 5-game losing streak. Let's talk about some of the good news. Ambush defender Chad Vandergriff, who we mention a lot on the broadcast, named to the MISL Team of the Week for week 12 of the 2013-14 season. What did he do? Contributed a 3-point goal, a 2-pointer, and 2 blocks in last Saturday's 19-12 loss. And we've mentioned it. He's in the top 5 among the league leaders in block shots. He just seems to be everywhere.
He's actually tied with Ambush teammate Mike Mesley, tied for blocks with 28, I believe.
Yeah, Mesley's another guy, number 13, that we mention a lot. And 28 blocks on the season. That's a lot of times for the ball to hit you below the waist, that's for sure. He and they're tied for the league in blocks. And among the leaderboard, Corey Dow has got 5 3-point goals. He's going to need 4 or 5 of them tonight just to keep pace with this Baltimore Blast team. And again, just very, very skilled. It's a team that can put the ball in the net, great defense, a fantastic goalkeeper. This really is sort of a litmus test for the Ambush to see where they actually are at this point in the season. Again, it doesn't mean anything to them playoffs because they are out of playoff contention. Only 3 games left, including tonight. And it's just one of those that this is one you don't want to call it a morale builder, but in essence, if you can hang with these guys and at least make it close and do something here at home, then, you can show the rest of the league, hey, we may be out of it, but we're not out of next season. So, but it's going to be tough.
The Ambush definitely have to be looking for next year, and this will give them a good gauge, looking at some players to see who you want to keep, who you want to look to replace, and that'll be important for the Ambush over the next 3 games.
Speaking of which, there is one notable roster change. Brian Gork has been released from the team, number 20. He hadn't played well as of late. It's one of those that played pretty decent and played most of the season as a starter and did pretty well. But he's been replaced by Brandon Manzanelli, who's come on and shown some things, especially in the friendly games. And Brian Gork, he played in 10 games, and he had 5 points. He had 3 assists, and he had a 2-point goal as well. But it'll be sad to see him go because a decent defender and a guy that he got a lot of play on the penalty kill. So maybe he can get himself back in shape and make this team again next year. But sad to see anybody go, let alone Brian Gork. But that there is the business. So tonight, again, not overblowing it, just telling it like it is. It's the 11-3 Baltimore Blast with the best goalkeeper in the league and probably the best roster you're going to see all year long as well. A close second to the Milwaukee Wave, who are actually in first place by a half a game. And we'll get you set with the lineups and tell you some other things to look for. Hopefully some goals from the St. Louis Ambush. And we'll get to your starting lineups and much more coming up right after this. Alongside Andy Noto, I'm Joe De Niro. It is the second place Baltimore Blast, who don't give up. They're very pesky, and it's not even close. They don't give up many goals at all. Only 69 points. And you put that into perspective, that's nothing. That's like a baseball team giving up a half a run a game. It's really, really impressive. We'll be back after this live from the St. Charles Family Arena. You're listening on TalkSTL.com and on YouTube.com to St. Louis Ambush Soccer.
Hey, it's Coach from my friends at Rookie's Bar and Grill, here to tell you about some of their all-day specials. And believe me, there are plenty. Mondays and Thursdays feature a pitcher of beer and 20 wings for only $14.99. On Tuesdays, you can enjoy a bucket of beer for $9. And Bud Select long necks are only $1.75 all day Wednesday. Happy hour weekdays from 2 to 6. And don't forget about those $1.75 16-ounce drafts during every Cardinals, Blues, Rams, and Mizzou sporting event that you can watch on one of their 9 big screens. You will never miss a game at Rookie's Bar and Grill, 1544 South Service Road, right here in Wentzville.
If you're listening to my voice right now, you're on the internet. The net is our lifeline. Without it, we're dead in the water. That's why TalkSTL.com uses J&B Technologies. They create and sell high-quality computers, desktops, and network servers. They also provide customer support and repair should something go wrong. J&B Technologies provides in-house and on-site repair for all computer makes and models, and they have the staff to back it up. If the internet is your lifeline, like TalkSTL.com is to us, use the best, J&B Technologies, jbtech.com, or call 314-993-5528. J&B Technologies.
Tom, have you been to Jackwagon's Teachers lately?
I've swung some balls at Jackwagon's inside the wiffle ball cage, the only one around.
The World Series of wiffle ball happens at Jackwagon's, but it's so much more. If you want to go there and just have a drink, watch a game, play some pool, throw some bags, karaoke, the wiffle balls we mentioned, you can do all that. Oh, plus, ding, there's fantastic food. Jackwagon's Teachers. It's 94 in Jungerman, RJ.
And there's also a taco/nacho bar on Wednesdays, 3 p.m. to close, $3.99.
Plus, they have on Wednesdays this whole competition. Throw 8 pucks on the shuffleboard table, 8 swings, 8 bags, and if you answer 10 trivia questions, all of those winners get Blues tickets.
And you must wear clothes. It's a requirement at Jackwagon's.
Well, not all the time. I've seen you shirtless in a wiffle ball cage. But go to Jackwagon's Teachers. It is a very cool place, or we wouldn't say that.
94 and Jungerman, Jackwagon's Teachers. It's not just billiards anymore. Here's a number you need to put in your phone right now, 314-291-8899. That's our friend, attorney at law, Jason Faust.
And trust me, from a guy who's been married 14 times, I know good and bad attorneys. You need a guy you can trust. That is Jason Faust. That's F-A-U-S-S. Whether you're talking bankruptcy, criminal defense, DUI, DWIs, family laws, you name it. He's your guy.
Find him on FaustLaw.com. If you or a loved one are in need of a lawyer, give our friend Jason Faust a call. He'll help you out. 314-291-8899. He's a good guy. He's on the show every Friday. We know Jason Faust, and he's a reasonable priced lawyer.
So call him today. That number again, 314-291-8899 for attorney Jason Faust, F-A-U-S-S.
He's local, just like you. The decision to hire an attorney is an important one and should not be based solely on advertising. A lot going on in sports today. Here's Jim Shorts.
Thanks, Tom. Play It Again Sports has a new location in St. Peter's off of Mid-Rivers Mall Drive. Play It Again Sports has a great reputation around St. Louis as a place to go when you're looking for top-notch equipment for your kids. Cleats too small? Trade them in. Hockey, baseball, softball, lacrosse. If it's a sport, they'll probably have it at Play It Again Sports in St. Peter's. 234 Mid-Rivers Center at the intersection of Mid-Rivers Mall Drive and Sue Mandy. Or check them out online at playitagainstsportsstpeters.com. Open 7 days a week. Play It Against Sports St. Peter's hits a home run every time. I'm Jim Shorts, and that's your sports. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Jim.
Hey, Brant, have you been down to the Pump House Bar and Grill in Wood River, Illinois lately?
Yes, Fred, I have. It's my favorite bar and grill in the Metro East.
I've been going there since their opening in February 2012. It quickly became my hometown bar.
I really enjoy their daily drink specials, including their signature little beers and their great menu.
Yeah, it's definitely not just bar food. Their brisket is to die for.
Don't forget about the free chicken chunks with the purchase of a drink every Tuesday, 4 to 7.
It's the weekend destination for a good time. Bands or karaoke every Friday and Saturday night, and football all day Sunday.
The staff and atmosphere are great, too. It's like my own man cave with a waitress.
If you haven't checked out the Pump House Bar and Grill, visit their Facebook page, facebook.com/the Pump House Bar and Grill, or just stop in at 1523 East Edwardsville Road, Wood River, Illinois. Just 30 minutes from downtown St. Louis and just 2 minutes from Highway 255. And don't forget to say Under Further Review sent you.
If you're going to any other bar in the Metro East, punch in.
A broken phone means hassle to some. To others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it. You're listening to the St. Louis Ambush on the 3Dub Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Family Arena alongside Andy Noto. I'm Joe De Niro. The Ambush with a record of 4-11. A big order of business tonight against the Baltimore Blast, who have only lost 3 games. They are 11-3, half game out of first place in the league. And Andy, when you look at weapons, normally this is the time of the game where we talk about who to look for. Just look for everybody. there aren't many weak spots on this Baltimore Blast team, but it all starts in net with William Vanzella, who is the best goalkeeper arguably in the league, and he's been fantastic.
It'll be important for the Ambush to try to get on top quickly here, Joe. O'Dane Sinclair and Mike Roach, who is also one of the league leaders in assists. Ambush will need them early and often.
There is no doubt as we get set for the opening kick here. As the smoke clears, and again, the Ambush out of playoff contention, but it's still exciting soccer, and if you'd like to come down, there's 2 more chances after tonight to check it out. One next Thursday, and then there's 1 game after that on a Friday night. So if you go to stlewisambush.com, you can get tickets or come to the Family Arena. The Baltimore Blast getting ready for the opening kick here. It'll be number 15, Nato. He goes back into his own end and bringing it up to midfield ever so slowly.
Slowly but surely.
Mike Lookinland. He goes right side into the Ambush zone. Nato off the boards in front. Di Maria, a little trouble, finally clears it.
Ambush had some problems the last game, Joe, clearing the ball, and it cost them.
They've got to get much better in their own end, there is no doubt. Here's Mike Lookenland, who is in no hurry whatsoever. Number 24, he waits, kicks it right side. That's number 21, JT Noon. Over to Nato. Going to hear a lot of these guys' names tonight. Nice play there. Mesley lets it go back to Ritchie, and Ritchie will play it dangerously out of the box with his feet, and he's lucky there. Here's Dan Antoniuk to Mesley, who's oncoming. Intercepted there by Ferdinand, and Ferdinand finally clears it, but it's to Chad Vandergriff. Vandergriff off the boards to Dow. Dow back to Chad Vandergriff. He'll go all the way back to Jeff Ritchie, and we'll probably see him play the ball a lot with his feet tonight. 13:50 left in this first quarter, no score. The Baltimore Blast in second place against your St. Louis Ambush. Here's Mike Roach. And putting a lot of pressure on the St. Louis defense of the Baltimore Blast in front. Nice play there by Jeff Ritchie. But again, the Ambush are going to have a sense of urgency. This Baltimore Blast team, not only are they good, they're quick too.
They need to be real careful, Joe, here. It's already looking like they're having some problems with their clearances out of the backfield already.
Baltimore controlling the pace. Here's Gonzaga. Shot! A big save there by Jeff Ritchie. Wow, what a laser.
That had upper 90 written on it.
Wow. And a 3-point goal had he not made the save, and a nice play by Ritchie to see that ball. A rocket from Gonzaga. Off the boards it goes. Intercepted by Schmerman. Here's what looks to be Weird Al Yankovic. That is quite the hairdo right there. That is something you don't see every day. That's Diego Zuniga. And I shouldn't make too much fun because he's got 18 points on the year.
I don't know how he sees the ball sometimes.
It's unbelievable. Just to describe it.
It's like My Little Pony.
Kind of looks like he could be Troy Polamalu from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It is a good analogy there. It's a good one.
Yep, Weird Asbeller. Here's Gonzaga with a head of steam, 3-point range. Makes a move. Nice play there by Schmerman, but they give it away. And luckily, Roach was fouled. And it'll be a restart for your St. Louis Ambush in their own zone. Jeff Ritchie kicks it near boards to Chad Vandergrip. Now back to Ritchie. Midfield, too far for Kimball. Vandergriff gets it. Luckily, that ball went off Gonzaga because Dos Santos was all alone. If that didn't go over the boards for a restart, he would have been all alone on Jeff Ritchie. These guys are very, very sneaky, and you can tell they've got a game plan. Nato blocks that one. Doesn't like the call. Referee says you weren't far enough. Nato says, oh, but I was. And it's another restart for the Ambush. Ritchie into the blast zone. They clear it quickly. Nato at midfield. Stolen there by Mesley. To Hobson. To Kimball, who doesn't see it. And it's stolen. Back comes Nato. Nato tries to get it ahead to Ferdinand, and we've got a handball on the Ambush. They're all looking around, but that's a good call. That one's going to go against Chris Mattingly. With 12 minutes exactly left in the first quarter, there is no score. And so far defensively, I think the Ambush, Andy, right now are pretty lucky that there isn't any Baltimore Blast tallies yet.
I agree, and I just can't keep going back to it enough, but it just appears the Ambush are having problems getting out of their own end.
Donatelli gives chase. Back to Gonzaga for the Blast. The Blast in their orange and yellow uniform. Those are pretty sharp. They look like they go a lot faster with those. Off the boards in front. Gonzaga was there, but he didn't get a foot on it. And now the Ambush try and clear. They have trouble, and there's a goal. That's exactly what we're talking about. And that one is going to be scored by number 11, Tony Donatelli. Donatelli, the Ambush, but their defense has been anything but great in the first few minutes with 11:24 left in the first quarter. It's already 2-0. And again, Andy Noto, they're lucky that it's only 2 because they've been very sloppy in their own zone, and they're going to have to get a lot better at that. Jeff DiMaria takes it from midfield, kicks it all the way back to Jeff Ritchie. Ritchie into the blast zone. Flicked on. Oh, DiMaria was there, but just knocked one over the top of the net. Here Schmerman can't control it. A nice set play there by the Ambush to finally get a shot on goal, even though it was high. Ritchie out of his net. Over to Vandergrift. Into the blast zone. Nice play by Gonzaga to flick it out, and back come the blast. Here's Mangione. It's stolen there by Schmerman. To Vandergrift. That to Dan Antoniuk. 3 guys on him, and I think he got the benefit of the doubt there. Looked like a little bit of a trip, a little bit of a dive, but we'll take it. Restart in front of the Ambush bench, down 2-0 with 10:45 left in this first quarter. Here's Schmerman to DiMaria. Right side to Dow. Dow back to DiMaria, trying to get something cooking here. Beyond 3-point range, he goes back to Schmerman. Good job here to move the ball. DiMaria in the corner, hounded by 2 guys, finally gets it loose. And the keeper, Vanzella, picks that one up and quickly on the transition to Dos Santos. Dos Santos looking for Zuniga, but he kicks it all the way back into his own zone. Now to Noon. Noon brings it up for the blast. No hurry in their game until they're in the offensive zone, and then they jump. That ball headed out of play by number 24, Mike Lookinland. Not the same one that was on the Brady Bunch, but close enough. Look it up. That was his real name.
That is interesting.
And it's a restart for the Ambush. And Ritchie looking for somebody to move. It's Roach. Roach trying to get it to Jake Blyenberg, who's playing his first game in 8. Only played 7 games for the Ambush. He's in there tonight. Hopefully he can add a much-needed spark. Back near midfield, it's Mike Mesley to Mattingly. Corey Adamson. Nice job. Oh, a nice back flick there to Adamson. Tries to move in and get it to Roach, and a very nice steal there by J.T. Nguyen.
2-on-1 if they hurry.
They do. There's Weird Al, also known as Zuniga. We got to have some fun, guys. They're a very good soccer team. They got to give us something. Ferdinand now slows it down at midfield. Back to Lookinland, number 24. He goes right side. And a nice slide tackle there. They're going to ring him up for the foul. That's Mattingly. And a good play, but he got more player than he did ball. And he fouled Stephen DeRue. Restart now for the Baltimore Blast. Dangerously just to the left of Jeff Ritchie. And about 5 feet outside the box. This one will be taken by Lookinland. Looks like he's going to try and kick it in front. Not a very good play there, but a nice one by the Ambush to finally clear it out. It goes all the way back to the keeper, Vanzella. The Blast now just taking their time, methodically bringing it up. Ferdinand into the corner to Giroux. Giroux turning, shooting, and a nice block there by Matt Kimball. Kimball tries to get the ball, but it is the Blast who retain it. Now it's cleared all the way back to midfield. And that'll be Mike Lookinland as O'Dane Sinclair comes out fresh legs for the Ambush. 8:30 left. It's 2-0 Baltimore Blast. Gonzaga. Right side there to number 14. That's Stephen DeRue. Back to Gonzaga. Into the corner for Ferdinand. Touches it once. It comes in front. Nice job there to clear by the Ambush.
Ambush are pinned in right now.
Oh, a shot that goes on goal, and it was tipped in front there by Lucas Rogue. But a nice save by Jeff Ritchie, who was in perfect position. The Blast in their own end. Clear it out. Be careful here. Mike Mesley giving chase. Rogue a shot and a save there for Ritchie. On the transition, here come the Ambush. 7:45 left in the first quarter. Ball stolen there, and this is Mangione. Off the boards, tries to go to himself, but cleared, but they're not done. Finally cleared to midfield, and Gonzaga, number 13 for the Blast, is going to slow the pace here with 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter and a 1-goal, 2-0 lead. Boy, this team doesn't make very many bad passes, do they?
Not at all, Joe.
It's pretty much leather to leather for these guys. In the Ambush zone, left side, Dos Santos. Back to Mike Lookinland. He goes right side. They're going to let him play. Sinclair got away with a trip there. And with the ball, that's Max Ferdinand. Back to Lookinland, taking their time. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. The Ambush spending a lot of time in their defensive third. Here's Mike Lookinland being hounded there by O'Dane Sinclair. Mangione flips it right side. Turning with it, trying to get a left foot on it. Now back to Mangione, and a nice block there by Dowell. It goes high into the air and taken easily there by the goalkeeper, Jeff Ritchie. Ritchie slows it down. Throws it all the way to midfield. That's Dan Antoniuk, the team captain. Antoniuk back to Schmerman. With his left, back to Antoniuk. Being grabbed there, no call. Ambush ball. 6:19 left in the first quarter. That ball meant for Di Maria. It's headed out of trouble nicely. And they're going to ring up Mike Roach for a foul. He tells Mike Lookinland, hey, nice job there. Yeah, swimmer. Lookinland on the restart. Back to William Van Zella, very good goalkeeper. Hasn't had a lot of action tonight.
No.
And Lookinland, who's been sort of the quarterback for the Blast thus far, sets it up. He has the ball at midfield. Over to Zuniga. Zuniga, left foot, big drive, and that one tips off of Schmerman, and that's going to be a restart. And we've got a timeout. They're going to talk about a set piece here. And Andy, in the early going here, we're about 5:48 left in this first quarter. Not about, exactly. Again, I think the Ambush should be very fortunate that they've only seen one goal go behind goalkeeper Jeff Ritchie. They've been pinned in their own end.
They've had one good scoring chance. That was earlier on a ball played by Jeff Ritchie deep out of the back.
Yeah, and they're going to have to do a lot better on the transition and try and get behind this defense. We always talk about defensively in this game, you want 5 guys behind the ball. There's no better example than this Baltimore Blast team right now. They know where everybody needs to be. They're not the quickest in the world on the transition, but they don't have to be. Because once they set it up in your defensive third, they've got numbers everywhere, and they find open guys. They find that open space, and they're very dangerous. You can see why their record is what it is at 11-3. So the Ambush are going to have to play much, much better in their own zone if they want to make some waves in this one. Again, not out of hand by any stretch of the imagination. Still down 2-0. This is a dangerous restart. It'll be to the left of Jeff Ritchie on the corner. It looks like Patrick Healy will take this one. And we're set for the corner kick. 2-man wall near Jeff Ritchie for the Ambush. That's Antoniuk and Roach. Di Maria in the box as well. Here's the restart. Against the boards, no doing. Tries to go back to it. Nice block. A couple of blocks by Dan Antoniuk. And out he comes. See if he can get something rolling here. He goes right side to Schmerman, who tries to stop, turns, makes a nice move, but they've got 2 guys right on him, and Nato takes over. He's going to slow it down. He's got Zuniga to his right. Good defense there by Schmerman. He's been playing very well lately. But back comes Gonzaga. Di Maria tries to seal it, and Gonzaga retains possession. It just seems like they've got glue on their shoes here.
They've got the Ambush pinned back into their own end. Now the Ambush get the ball with no players in position to receive it offensively.
Yeah, and it's really, really hard to do when you're back in your own end like that. You don't want too many guys moving forward.
Remember Stan Stamenkovich, Joe?
I do, very well.
If you look at NATO, a little bit of the build there. Not quite as big as Stan.
He's got a few LBs to go, but you're right.
And there's another player out there, Mangione, and I'm not sure, but there was a Mangione that played for the Blast when we were young as well. I'm wondering if it's his son.
I wonder if it's any relation.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, Stan Stamenkovich was something. Talk about glue on the feet. He was unreal. Unreal, and I believe he passed several years ago. He's not with us anymore. He was a hell of a player. Fun to watch.
There's some similarities there, just the body shape.
Back come the Ambush. Matt Kimball with some speed. Being chased there. Off the boards, he goes in front! And just missing that ball was Corey Adamson. Couldn't get a foot on it. Here's Jake Blyenberg in the corner. He loses it. And back come the Baltimore Blast. They're going to slow it up a little bit. Good pursuit there by Adamson.
I'd be curious to see time of possession right now, Joe, just to see what the difference would be. It'd be astronomical.
Far and away to the Blast. Donatelli gives this one away. But that's going to be a handball. You called that one on Ferdinand. It's going to be St. Louis ball. Near their own zone. Jeff Ritchie is going to take this one. about 8 feet from his own yellow line. And he's holding his hands up as if to say, fellas, you got to move. We need some open players. Finds one, but can't get it to him, and headed out of trouble by the blast. Here's Patrick Healy in his own zone. Bringing it up left side to Ferdinand. 3:39 left in the first quarter. The ambush down 2-0 to the second place Baltimore Blast. Healy has to kick it back to his goalkeeper, Van Zella. It's about the only action he's seen is from his own players. Not many scoring chances here so far for the ambush. Mangione, midfield, in front of the benches for Ferdinand. Ferdinand tries to get it in deep. Nice move there, but Richie, that's a heck of a play by Adriano Dos Santos. A little maneuver, but here's Jeff Ritchie. Kicks it out of trouble into the blast zone, but again, Andy, nobody home there to receive the ball, and now it's kicked out of play by Mike Mesley with 2:49 left in this first quarter.
No, the ambush have not been able to get any numbers out of their backfield.
And they just seem like they're a little overwhelmed so far. And the Blast really not a whole lot of shots, but time of possession is far and away in their favor. Here's Mike Lookinland, who doesn't go very fast, but he puts some pretty crisp passes. Zuniga in the corner. Roach tries to kick it away. Ferdinand gets it back, and they're just playing catch with it here. He goes left side to Gonzaga. If you don't recognize these names, that's because they're all Baltimore Blast players. They've had the ball for a good portion of this first quarter. Mike Lookinland. Right side to Nato. Nato makes a nice move. Gets around another ambush player in front. This one is tipped wide. Luckily, Zuniga couldn't get a foot on it. Otherwise, he had the entire left side wide open. Not a whole lot Jeff Ritchie could do. Lookinland. Beyond the yellow line, goes to Zuniga, number 4. Makes a move. Left foot. Tips it there in the corner. Now back to Lookinland. And they're just playing keep away. Here's Nguyen. Zuniga. Back to Lookinland. A 3! I believe that ball was tipped in. They're saying it is a 2-point. That was tipped. It was beyond 3-point, but that one goes in. And with 1:38 left here in the first quarter, it is 4-0.
There was a series there, Joe, for probably a minute that I don't think the ambush touched the ball.
And they're giving the goal to Nguyen. He tipped that ball. And down 4-0 of the ambush with 1:35 left here in the first quarter. Here's Ritchie trying to get something going. Blyenberg tries to flick this with his head. Does into the corner, but the Blast get the ball. Here's a breakaway by Nguyen, but Ritchie comes out of his box and plays it nicely. Here's Matt Kimball. Stolen again by the Blast. Boy, when they lose it, they don't lose it for long. Kimball giving chase there. Shielded nicely by DeRue. Kicked up, and it's intercepted by Mattingly. He's got Corey Adamson on the left side. Adamson shooting, and that one goes wide to the right.
Could have been a better choice there, Joe. I think
he's got two guys in front, I agree. Maybe off the boards and in front trying to hit that one out, but he's just trying to get some pressure. Donatelli in the box. This one's tipped. Nice play there by Chad Vandergriff to save a goal. Well played there, and back come the ambush. Here's Dow. He's got O'Dane Sinclair, but now he slows up. And with 35 seconds left, that was almost 6-0. Had it not been for Chad Vandergriff, who's been fantastic defensively. This one all the way into the box, and if it's anywhere near Van Zella, he's going to steal it. This ball headed out of play and over the bench, and the ambush still trying to find their feet here. They just really can't get anything going, even when they have a shot at a breakaway. This ball goes up and out of play, luckily. They just can't get anything solid. This one off of Adriano Dos Santos, and it'll be a restart.
Not to add any bad news here, but Baltimore with 4 goals, they're averaging giving up 5.42 a game. So gives you some idea what the ambush are up against.
And you can see why with this defense. back into the blast zone. They control it. A nice move there. And out comes Jeff Ritchie. Ritchie kicks this one all the way into the blast zone, into the corner. That ball is headed to the right, and Mangione tips it over the bench. It's not going to matter. After 1 quarter of play, the Ambush still trying to find their footing here, literally and figuratively. It's already 4-0 Baltimore Blast. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this with quarter number 2. Let's hope it's much different than this one. The Ambush down 4-0 to the second-place Baltimore Blast. Live on Talk STL and on YouTube.com. This is St. Louis Ambush Soccer.
If you're listening to my voice right now, you're on the internet. The net is our lifeline. Without it, we're dead in the water. That's why TalkSTL.com uses J&B Technologies. They create and sell high-quality computers, desktops, and network servers. They also provide customer support and repair should something go wrong. J&B Technologies provides in-house and on-site repair for all computer makes and models, and they have the staff to back it up. If the internet is your lifeline, like TalkSTL.com is to us, use the best, J&B Technologies, jbtech.com, or call 314-993-5528. J&B Technologies.
Hey, it's Coach from my friends at Rookie's Bar and Grill, here to tell you about some of their all-day specials. And believe me, there are plenty. Mondays and Thursdays feature a pitcher of beer and 20 wings for only $14.99. On Tuesdays, you can enjoy a bucket of beer for $9. And Bud Select long necks are only $1.75 all day Wednesday. Happy hour weekdays from 2 to 6. And don't forget about those $1.75 16-ounce drafts during every Cardinals, Blues, Rams, and Mizzou sporting event that you can watch on one of their 9 big screens. You will never miss a game at Rookie's Bar and Grill, 1544 South Service Road, right here in Wentzville.
A broken phone means hassle to some. To others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it.
Good day and welcome to TalkSTL.com. While you enjoy your listening experience to our original programming, we would like to announce that Shamrocks is TalkSTL.com's official watering hole, eatery, and establishment to have happy fun times in. Whether it's enjoying their lunch buffet or trying to fill the void after partaking in too many libations, Shamrocks will not disappoint. May we suggest the Pub House Club or the Dublin O'Fatty. Fun to say, even better to eat. Shamrocks. Be sure to say TalkSTL.com at the bar and receive $1 Fetrol Naturals. Again, fun to say, better to drink. $1 Fetrol Naturals. Shamrocks, Veterans Memorial Parkway at
Get pushed. The St. Louis Ambush is on TalkSTL.com.
Back live at the Family Arena alongside Andy Noto. I'm Joe De Niro. Ambush down 4-0 as we start the second quarter. Right to work they go. Dan Antoniuk off the boards. In the blast zone, and Di Maria with a header, but a nice save there by William Vanzella. It's the first real tough save he's had to make all night, and he was in perfect position. Here's Richard Schmerman in his own zone. Di Maria. Back to Schmerman. Ambush trying to get out of their own end. Seems to be a theme tonight. Jeff Ritchie plays it with his left over to Roach. Roach has to try and get it out of trouble. Nice play. Goes off the boards twice, and back come the Ambush. Dan Antoniuk's got it. He goes back for Roach. Roach looks for Mattingly. He's got him in the corner. Mattingly turns and shoots. And a very nice block there by Mike Diesel.
So I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but how fast the blast, not only do they get out fast, they are very quick to find players back checking, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, it doesn't take them long to get all 5 guys back on D. And now they're going to get a restart as O'Dane Sinclair gives it back to the Ambush. Or gives it back to the Blast, I should say. Patrick Healy not a fan of that one because he Kicked it a little further. Restart for William Vanzella at his own yellow line. All the way into the corner. You can tell he's practiced that one. That goes off, but it is cleared out by the ambush for the moment. Here's Newen. Lookenland over the Gonzaga. Gonzaga with a head of steam. Shooting, and Jeff Ritchie saw it the whole way. He rolls it left side to Chad Vandergriff, who's been about the only bright spot so far. He saved a goal.
Mm-hmm.
He goes up to Matt Kimball. Nice play there. Adamson trying to get around Lookenland, cannot do it. They switch fields, go to the opposite side. Now Mike Mesley back to Chad Vandergriff. Into the blast zone, but right there up to the task is number 21, JT Newen, who's got a goal tonight. Vandergriff in his own zone. Being terrored back and clears it all the way down. Adamson's there, but good positioning there by the blast defender.
Something else we've said a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Positioning by the blast defense.
Boy, they're in the right place at the right time.
Oh.
That's the first mistake I think I've seen him make. Gonzaga trips over the ball, but nobody there to steal it.
Turns out okay for him, even then.
12:35 left in the first half. Ambush down by 2 goals, 4-0. Mike Lookenland in front of the ambush bench. Nice nutmeg move there. Left side. That's Dos Santos. Finally gets it stolen, and back come the ambush. Nice move there by Kimball. Kimball's got a couple of guys, and a nice play. They're going to call a trip.
I don't know about that call, Joe.
I think you're right. I think he got ball there.
I think we got one there, yeah. I think we got a break there. That was just a classic example we've been talking about, the blast getting back and defending from behind.
Yeah, an excellent play there. And the Blast don't like it. They've got every right in the world not to. It looked like he got mostly ball there. But it'll be a restart. 12:15 left in the half. Corey Dow will start it here from the Blast yellow line. Goes to take a shot. Ill-advised. Hits off that 2-man wall. And now it's played all the way back to Jeff Ritchie, who's got some trouble with it. And that should be a foul. Zuniga was basically ride-em cowboy on Chad Vandergriff there for a second. They got tied up. Still loving the hair, though. Chad Vandergriff to his keeper. Ritchie calmly plays it to midfield. Off the boards it comes. Richard Schmerman tries to get it deep to Antoniuk, and it's stolen there by the Blast. Zuniga, who's dangerous. Left foot. And pulled down. That's going to be a foul. That's an easy one to call there. You two-hand pull somebody. Just outside the three-point arc. Looks like NATO's going to take it here. And with 11:42 left, another dangerous restart here for the Blast. Now number 9. That's Patrick Healy. Ball's blocked. Back to the keeper it goes, in front of their own bench. Playing keep away is William Vanzella. Number 9, this is Healy. Healy bringing it up into the ambush zone. A nice pass to the left side in front to NATO. He turns, and a nice block there by Vandergriff and DiMaria. And this team they're very sneaky. Here comes Roach. Too far in front. Vanzella's going to take it. And that was another scoring chance that was wasted. And Andy, I'm noticing that one of their players has time to tie their shoe in the transition. This is what it's like so far for the St. Louis Ambush. It has not been easy sledding. 10:48 left in the half. NATO gets it stolen there. Nice play by Mesley to Roach, up to O'Dane Sinclair. Sinclair has got 3 guys on him, and the ball is stolen as he tries to go back for Mike Mesley. And again, Baltimore just calmly and coolly in the right position. They don't panic. And that ball just seems to, it's got a magnetic force to their shoes. The good teams have that. DeRue. Left side to Gonzaga. Stolen there. Corey Adamson takes it, but he overshoots it. And Roque has it. Turns, shoots off the boards, and it comes in front. Tipped there by number 19. That was Mangione. But the Ambush still can't clear it completely out of their zone. Now finally back to midfield. And DeRue is going to play it back to his keeper. William Vanzella has only had to make a couple of saves so far tonight. And with 9:45 left in the half, the Ambush find themselves down 4-0. Mike Lookinland, three-point range. Nice save by Ritchie. Couldn't handle the rebound, but the Ambush clear. Blyenberg tries to give this one to an on-rushing Kimball. Kimball steals it. And in front, he can't get it. That was Dowell to Kimball. And looks like he might have had a shot there, but
he might have taken one extra touch.
And couldn't get to it. Now into the zone it goes. Who wants it?
Very calm out of the back of the Blast.
All over the field they are. It's amazing. Mattingly now. Back to Richard Schmerman. 3-point range. He kicks this one up and over. He's trying to knock this one off the glass and in front. 9:02 left in the half. And the Ambush. And again, they're down by 2 goals, 4-0, but
feels like a lot more.
It does. It does feel like a lot because the Blast have dominated play thus far. Into the Ambush zone. Zuniga in front of the Ambush bench. Oh, boy, that's a terrible call. That is an awful call. He had the ball on his feet, and he gets rung up for the foul. He laughs, and he moves on about his day.
He and his hair.
That was an awful, awful call on the Blast. Mesley kicks this one up and out of play. 8:48 left in the half. Again, if the Ambush have more than 3 shots, I'd be surprised. This Baltimore Blast defense has just been stifling so far, and they've got the best goalkeeper in the game in William Vanzella. Gonzaga, near boards right in front of us for the Blast. In no hurry at all. Back to Vanzella. Kicks it into the Ambush zone. Flicked on there, just a little bit too far for Heatley. And now Zuniga and Chad Vandergriff going at it. Gonzaga. Back to Zuniga. He goes right side. Careful here. Dos Santos tries to sneak it by Jeff Ritchie, and he does a nice job of keeping that ball out. The Ambush finally clear it, but it's up and over the boards. And it'll be another restart. This one will be at the top of the arc. And this is probably the most dangerous position they've had this ball all night. Something tells me they've worked on their set pieces, the Baltimore Blast have. 8:12 left. 4-0 Ambush are trailing. Big drive and a goal. Mike Lookinland from Ferdinand. And it is now 6-0 Baltimore Blast. And, man.
Just like you said, Joe, the set piece.
Whew. I knew they had something up their sleeve. Mike Lookinland with his first goal of the evening. He's got 18. Check that. He's got 6 points on the year. That's one of the guys that before the game you wouldn't have to look out for, but he hammers that ball past Jeff Ritchie.
You mentioned earlier 8 players with 20 points or more.
Yeah. That's pretty special.
And I think they are only carrying 15.
That's amazing. Over half the guys have 20 points. Jake Blyenberg off the boards here. It's tipped in front, and he gets tangled up with Lookinland. Unintentional there. He trips him away from the ball. It's going to be a restart for the Baltimore Blast. And with under 8 minutes left, they've got a comfortable 6-0 lead so far. The Ambush trying to get something going here. Jake Blyenberg. Midfield to Roach. Roach to Mattingly. Mattingly into the corner. That one for Adamson. Adamson has that one flicked away. Vanzella comes out, makes a nice play. And a nice job by Adamson. Tries to steal it, and then it's taken away. And back come the Blast. Just like that. Diesel to Donatelli. Back to Diesel in front. And a foot save there by Jeff Ritchie. Off the boards it comes, and Ferdinand tips it in front, but Ritchie luckily has an easy save there.
Might be most impressive about the Blast is not only do they attack in a wave of 5, they defend in a wave of 5.
They really do.
And it's really stifling the Ambush.
They are all on the same page. You can tell. They've got really, really good cohesiveness, this team does.
Whoa.
Chad Vandergriff gets away. Looks like a shove. Gets the ball there.
2-minute boarding.
Roach. kicks this one out of play. That is going to be blast ball. 6:49 left, 6-0, and you don't want to say this one is over. The Ambush at home have been down 8-0 before, but fortunately it hasn't been to the Baltimore Blast. I just don't see this Baltimore Blast team the way they're playing right now, Andy Noto, with this. We've got a timeout on the floor. It just doesn't seem like you're going to get a lot of room and you're going to be able to make up that many points.
And the Ambush have had problems scoring goal in this 5-game losing streak. They've had problems scoring the goals. Actually, were shut out one time against the Pennsylvania Roar.
Which is unbelievable. That's Pennsylvania's only victory of the year.
So this is nothing new for the Ambush right now, and I'm sure Coach Duran is trying to instill in his men that they need to get involved offensively to get something back, get back in the game.
Yeah, they haven't been pinned in their zone as much this quarter. The problem is when they do get in that offensive third, it gets stolen, and it's 1-2 touches, and the Blast are back with a scoring chance of their own.
Yeah, the Ambush have little or no room with Baltimore in their defensive zone.
See if they can get something started here. It all starts with the first goal, and they're going to need it badly here. I have a really, really sick feeling if this next goal is going to be big. If the Baltimore Blast get it, it is going to be a huge hill to climb. It's already a tall task, but you go down 8-0 to a team with this much skill, and they can just play keep away and just bury you. The Blast now into the Ambush zone. Right side, that's Roque, directing his players beyond three-point range. Off the boards in front, nice play there by Dow. And now Kimball tries to get it out. Can't. Rebound, a nice block there. Chad Vandegrift gives up life and limb. And as Hobson kicks it back to him, he has to clear it out of his own zone. Another nice block there by Vandegrift. Here's O'Dane Sinclair with a chance. Over to Kimball, he shoots. And that one guy, that got past Vanzella.
Vanzella came off his line.
But there for the save, I believe that was JT Nguyen, who's got a goal, and he's played well defensively tonight as well. The best scoring chance so far. They're going to need a lot more of those if they want to come back. They're down 6-0 are the Ambush. Healy for the Blast. Near side, now goes far side. That is Max Ferdinand. Back to Nguyen, who made an incredible save when his keeper was off his line just a few minutes ago. Zuniga. Nice move. Goes left. Kicks it back to Healy. In front it goes, and Jeff Ritchie scoops it up. Looking for an outlet. Nobody moving so far. He's going to wait. Finally throws it past midfield. That one to Dow.
2-on-2.
And he loses it. This one, Zuniga. Ritchie comes out. And a wide open net. Luckily, Ferdinand couldn't get a good foot on it. He kicked it into the corner. Otherwise, he had an open goal. So a nice play by Jeff Ritchie to be aggressive. He's got to be aggressive tonight. Come out, take some of these angles away from the Baltimore Blast. Here's Daru.
He's been one of the more dangerous players on offense. The Ambush chance in the first quarter was set up by Jeff Ritchie.
Zuniga. He goes far side. Now to Dos Santos in the middle. Into the corner. Now back to Lookinland. Boy, they move the ball well. Lookinland gets the attention of two Ambush players, and now he just slides it back to midfield with 4.5 minutes left. Blast leading 6-0. Here's Zuniga, who's got some moves and a pretty dangerous left foot. Nice job there to take it away from Daru. Good heel ball there to Dan Antoniuk. He keeps it alive to Di Maria, who kicks it off the boards, but there's nobody there, and Daryl Duran is just kind of shaking his head. Fellas, we got to move. But the Baltimore Blast, in the Ambush defense, they're not giving them any room out there at all.
Yeah, Coach Duran's barking out some orders there as far as picking up some players. Looks like the Ambush are playing a zone right now, and Baltimore's able to hold the ball and do pretty much what they want at will.
Gonzaga now near side. Tripping over the ball there, trying to upend Roach, but he retains it to Dan Antoniuk. Let's move it forward, fellas. You can hear everybody yelling. Here's Roach, left side. Adamson in front, shoots! Oh, he's wide open, and he kicks it up and over the goal. Good chance there, but just not getting a foot on it. Here's Chad Vandergriff. 3:23 left in the half. Ambush putting a little more pressure on. And here's Mike Mesley in his own zone.
Can't afford to miss those chances knowing that the Blast only give up 5 points a game.
This is true. Here's Roach. Off the boards. Mesley back to Roach. O'Dane Sinclair's there. Looked like he was going to shoot, couldn't get one off, and now it's Corey Adamson at the yellow line. Slides this back to Mike Mesley in front of the Ambush bench. Roach kicks that one to, the Blast. Nato clears it out. And back they come. Adamson steals the ball there, kicks this one away. He had two guys, and he kicked it to Mangione. Very, very sloppy play on both ends tonight for the Ambush, and they've got to clean that up considerably. Nice play by O'Dane Sinclair. Gets it, turns, goes to shoot, and he's upended by DeRue. And it kind of seems like DeRue was, I don't know, we may have gotten lucky with that call. DeRue, it kind of seemed like incidental contact to me, if you look at the replay. And O'Dane Sinclair kind of fell into him, but we'll take it. As we see it here again.
We'll see if the Ambush are as dangerous as the Blast on their set piece.
3-man wall. Top of the arc. O'Dane. Way up and over, and I'm not sure exactly what he was trying to do there.
Not even close.
No. That was a field goal try, and it was wide left. 2:25 left.
There we go.
And the Ambush down 6-0. And as we look at that foul, it's at 50-50. You can see it both ways. It kind of looked like O'Dane Sinclair had the position, and that's why he got that call. Jeff Ritchie in his own zone to Mike Mesley, near side, 2:15 left. Ambush looking for their first points. The Blast have scored 3 times. They're up 6-0. O'Dane Sinclair kicks it back. They're looking for Adamson, and that ball goes up and over. They say it's tipped. Gonzaga says, I don't think so. But it's going to be Ambush ball in the restart. Adamson, Mesley, Sinclair, Vandergriff, and Matt Kimball out there for the Ambush. 2:05 left in the second quarter. Adamson off the top of the goal, and that one bounds out hard. And, that could be a 2. That could be a 2. It is not, but very lucky for Chad Vandergriff. He was beaten, and he took out the legs of Mangione, who's going to go off for fresh players. Here's DeRue for the Blast. Blast in those red and yellow on-fire jerseys.
Not going to miss him in the dark.
No, you are not. With the ball now, Gonzaga to DeRue. Straight away in the Ambush zone now. Chested there off Roke, and in front it goes. That ball off of Healy, and it goes right to Jeff Ritchie. Ritchie plays it with his feet over to Mesley. And a full court press here by the Blast. Here's Kyle Hobson. Has to try and turn. Hits this one over to Corey Dowell. He loses it, and back come the Blast with 1:07 left in the half. DeRue slowing the pace down. He goes back to Mike Lookinland in front of the Ambush bench. A nice move there and off the boards. Here come the Blast. Decent play there, but the Ambush can't clear again. Dos Santos tries a shot, and nice block there by Jake Blyenberg. He was right in front of it the whole way. 41 seconds left. Ambush pinned in their own zone. Mike Mesley shields the ball, and to his own keeper, Ritchie. And Jeff Ritchie looks a little shaken up. It looks like his head may have collided with the boards, and he's slow to get up. You don't like to see that. Hopefully just a few seconds. And
I'm going to call the trainer out here.
And that is not an easy way to recover. It looked like he got pinched in between the boards and hit the side of his head. It was an unintentional play, and now Dos Santos comes over and
pats him on the back
and make sure he's okay. You like to see that. It's good sportsmanship. Again, just contact, incidentally, in the heat of battle. See if we can get a look at it here with 29.1 seconds left. Mesley was shielding the ball. He actually knocked the Blast player, Dos Santos, into his keeper, and Dos Santos, not a whole lot he could do there. Richie trying to get himself back under control. Looks like he's going to continue. And with 29 seconds left and the ambush down 6-0, going to try and put something together here and sneak one in before halftime. Richie's up, rolls it to Mesley. In his own zone, back to Richie, plays it with his feet. Beyond midfield. Ooh, Antonio just missed the head ball there, but back comes Roach with his left into the corner. That's Di Maria. Di Maria with 14 seconds left. Vandergriff, a shot in front, and it goes in, but it's going to be, they're going to count it. I thought maybe that went off Mike Roach's hand, and I think the referees are going to talk about this. And let's take a look at that replay. This one into the corner was Jeff Di Maria. He goes back to Vandergriff, who takes a three-point shot. That one
definitely.
Yep,
his hand.
that hits off of Mike
angle.
Roach's hand, and I don't think they're going to count that goal, Andy Noto.
They are going to count it.
They are counting it. So I guess
break.
Roach, that's a big break for the ambush. I think Roach is going to get credit for the goal. Hey, take him any way you can get him. So now the ambush have made this into a two-possession game. It is 6-2, and I'm very surprised that they allowed that goal. As we watch this again, and actually the referees here are talking about it on the side. I think they're going to review this one, Andy. And
it's only fair. It was pretty obvious from where we're perfect angle where we are, Joe.
Yeah, because you see that from the camera angle on the other side of the field, and the Baltimore Blast know it was a handball. And again, you can't see it from that angle for those of you watching on YouTube. But from our vantage point, high above the St. Charles Family Arena complex, we could see that ball was a handball, but they're going to give it to him. They're saying goal. Referees couldn't get a good angle on it. And with 8 seconds left, that should about do it, as Jeff Ritchie's going to throw it the length of the field. This goes off of Jeff Di Maria, and very, very lucky to be within two possessions here are the St. Louis Ambush. Mike Roach gets credit for the goal, assisted by Chad Vandergrift, and they're down by 4. We'll be back with a little halftime, a replay, if you will. We'll let you know who scored, who's doing what, and what the Ambush need to do, and that certainly helps them getting on the board there.
Makes the third quarter much more palatable for the Ambush here in the game.
Whether or not you think that should have been a goal that was allowed, we tend to think not, but we'll take it. Your score at halftime, the Baltimore Blast, 6. Your St. Louis Ambush, 2. We'll be back right after this with a little halftime update. You're listening to St. Louis Ambush Soccer.
If you're listening to my voice right now, you're on the internet. The net is our lifeline. Without it, we're dead in the water. That's why TalkSTL.com uses J&B Technologies. They create and sell high-quality computers, desktops, and network servers. They also provide customer support and repair should something go wrong. J&B Technologies provides in-house and on-site repair for all computer makes and models, and they have the staff to back it up. If the internet is your lifeline, like TalkSTL.com is to us, use the best, J&B Technologies, jbtech.com, or call 314-993-5528. J&B Technologies.
Hey, Brant, have you been down to the Pump House Bar and Grill in Wood River, Illinois lately?
Yes, Fred, I have. It's my favorite bar and grill in the Metro East.
I've been going there since their opening in February 2012. It quickly became my hometown bar.
I really enjoy their daily drink specials, including their signature little beers and their great menu.
Yeah, it's definitely not just bar food. Their brisket is to die for.
Don't forget about the free chicken chunks with the purchase of a drink every Tuesday, 4 to 7.
It's the weekend destination for a good time. Bands or karaoke every Friday and Saturday night, and football all day Sunday.
The staff and atmosphere are great too. It's like my own man cave with a waitress.
If you haven't checked out the Pump House Bar and Grill, visit their Facebook page, facebook.com/the Pump House Bar and Grill, or just stop in at 1523 East Edwardsville Road, Woodriver, Illinois. Just 30 minutes from downtown St. Louis and just 2 minutes from Highway 255. And don't forget to say Under Further Review sent you.
If you're going to any other bar in the Metro East, punch in.
A broken phone means hassle to some. To others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it.
Good day and welcome to TalkSTL.com. While you enjoy your listening experience to our original programming, we would like to announce that Shamrocks is TalkSTL.com's official watering hole, eatery, and establishment to have happy fun times in. Whether it's enjoying their lunch buffet or trying to fill the void after partaking in too many libations, Shamrocks will not disappoint. May we suggest the Pub House Club or the Dublin O'Fatty. Fun to say, even better to eat. Shamrocks. Be sure to say TalkSTL.com at the bar and receive $1 Fetrol Naturals. Again, fun to say, better to drink. $1 Fetrol Naturals. Shamrocks, Veterans Memorial Parkway at 70 in Cave Springs. Party starts when you arrive.
You're listening to the St. Louis Ambush Halftime Show, brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, the highest quality chicken finger meals in St. Louis, always fresh and never frozen. With 4 locations in St. Louis, Manchester Road in De Pere, Chesterfield Mall, Mid-Rivers Mall in St. Peters, and the St. Louis Galleria. It's Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Now back to the St. Louis Ambush Halftime Show with Joe De Niro and Andy Noto.
Welcome. It's halftime, 6-2. Your score. The Baltimore Blast on top of the St. Louis Ambush. Ambush getting a goal with about 25 seconds left, and that's where we stand. And they're lucky to be down by 2 possessions. Very honored to have who we call Superfan Peter. If you come to a game, you will see him on the opposite side of the benches. He's got his Ambush jersey on, and he's always got his blue wig.
It's actually teal.
It's teal. Oh, it is teal. It is, I stand corrected. Peter's right. It is teal. Now, you have not missed a home game, have you?
Nope. I've always been here.
Have you been on the road yet?
Nope.
No?
Not yet.
Maybe
I want to go sometime.
Yeah, maybe plan on going to Kansas City and checking a game out down there?
Yeah.
There you go.
If I work.
There you go. Well, yeah, that's true. We all have to eat. Yeah, we wanted to get a hold of you. We're like, you know what? This guy's here every game, and he's always cheering no matter what.
Yep.
Boy, I tell you what, this Baltimore Blast team is one of the better teams in the league. There's no doubt about it after watching them.
I know.
They are good. The Ambush are going to have to do a lot if they want to come back. I know Andy's got a couple of questions for you as well.
All right.
I was just curious to see, have you been a fan of previous indoor soccer teams here in St. Louis?
Yeah, I've always been a fan of soccer. Usually, yeah.
What other teams do you follow?
I don't really follow any other teams except the Ambush. I did follow Steamers and other teams that we had before.
So will you be coming to the game with the alumni?
Yeah, I will. I'll be there.
27th of February?
Yes, I'll be there.
That'll be a big one. Now, you seem like a young guy. Were you around to remember the Steamers days?
Yes, I did.
There you go. Who was your favorite player?
Dale Duran.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a very good answer. Yep. Dale Duran. Yeah. That's good. I was a big Slobo Ilieski guy. I was a goalie when I was a kid, and may he rest in peace.
Yep.
What do you think the chances are in this game? I mean, they get that goal right before halftime, but they're going to have to play.
They have a very good chance of winning.
All right.
They have a very good chance.
I'll take it from Superfan Peter. We appreciate you coming up. No, that's true. And this team has gotten a lot better since their first game. They've had a couple hiccups on the road. But overall,
the first game was amazing, though.
It really was. It really was against Pennsylvania. And I think in the next couple of years, they're going to compete. This is kind of the measuring stick.
Yep.
So, well, Peter, we appreciate you you coming up and spending some time with us. Enjoy the rest of the game, and hopefully you're our good luck charm.
Yep.
And they can pull this game off.
Yep.
We shall see.
All right.
Nice to meet you. We'll see
Nice
you again
to meet
soon.
you.
That is Superfan Peter. You'll see him on the opposite side of the benches.
Yep.
He's the one with the teal wig. He's very
Teal
correct.
wig.
I got to get my color. I've been married 3 times. I should know my colors. Enjoy the rest of the game, my friend.
Alrighty.
Appreciate it. The Ambush down 6-2 at halftime. We'll take a quick break, get you back up to speed, and then bring you quarter number 3. It's the St. Louis Ambush against the Baltimore Blast. They get a goal just before halftime to bring it back to within 2 possessions. Don't forget 2-point and 3-point goals. Every goal is worth 2 points unless you're behind that 3-point arc. They've got their work cut out for them, but they're within 2 possessions. You're listening to St. Louis Ambush Soccer on TalkSTL.com and YouTube.com. Be back with my partner Andy Noto to talk about the second half. This is St. Louis Ambush Soccer.
You're listening to the St. Louis Ambush on the 3Dub Radio Network.
Are you looking for new, exciting, and inexpensive ideas to boost revenue and attendance at your next grand opening, charity event, or fundraiser? If so, visit Pinshot.com. Pinshot.com is St. Louis's leading provider of specialty sport promotions like the half-court shot, field goal kick contest, and hole-in-one shootouts. Make your next casino or Texas Hold'em night a winner with a Royal Flush or Lucky 21 promotion. Don't forget to ask about our fall football programs. Pinshot.com, ensuring sports' greatest moments.
Hey, it's Boom Boom. I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day for over 20 years. After walking into Vapor Locker USA, I haven't had one in over a year. You know why? Because the e-cig at Vapor Locker USA works. Once you make the decision to switch to Vapor e-cigs, this is the place to go. They actually take the time to show you what vaping is all about, from how the kit works to getting the right e-juice. Vapor Locker USA was the first brick-and-mortar vapor shop in St. Louis and has been open for over 2 years. No one has more experience in e-cigarettes than Vapor Locker USA. No one. Period. End. Kits come complete with a bottle of e-juice. With over 120 flavors to choose from, you can't go wrong, and they start at just $39.98. Now with 5 locations. 13 East Pierce Boulevard in Wentzville and 1032 Country Club Road in St. Charles, as well as Troy, Missouri, Mexico, Missouri, and now Bowling Green, Missouri. And online at VaporLockerUSA.com. Vapor Locker USA, your hometown e-cig supply store. Make sure you get the right e-cig the first time at Vapor Locker USA. I did.
A lot going on in sports today. Here's Jim Shorts.
Thanks, Tom. Play It Again Sports has a new location in St. Peter's off of Mid-Rivers Mall Drive. Play It Again Sports has a great reputation around St. Louis as a place to go when you're looking for top-notch equipment for your kids. Cleats too small? Trade them in. Hockey, baseball, softball, lacrosse. If it's a sport, they'll probably have it at Play It Again Sports in St. Peter's. 234 Mid-Rivers Center at the intersection of Mid-Rivers Mall Drive and Sue Mandy. Or check them out online at playitagainstsportsstpeters.com. Open 7 days a week. Play It Against Sports St. Peter's hits a home run every time. I'm Jim Shorts, and that's your sports. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Jim.
A broken phone means hassle to some. To others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it.
Do you want to look, feel, and perform better every single day? Whether you're at home, in the gym, or on the playing field, 180nutrition.org is your source for the best performance nutrition. 180nutrition.org is for everyone. My name is Clint Forsythe.
And I'm Lindsay.
Together we own 180nutrition.org.
Jumpstart your new year with an AdvoCare 24-day challenge before the new year starts.
180nutrition.org, your local and trusted AdvoCare independent distributors. 180nutrition.org. Use what the pros use. Get your AdvoCare 24-day challenge and visit 180nutrition.org. Right now!
Hey, it's Coach from my friends at Rookie's Bar and Grill, here to tell you about some of their all-day specials. And believe me, there are plenty. Mondays and Thursdays feature a pitcher of beer and 20 wings for only $14.99. On Tuesdays, you can enjoy a bucket of beer for $9. And Bud Select long necks are only $1.75 all day Wednesday. Happy hour weekdays from 2 to 6. And don't forget about those $1.75 16-ounce drafts during every Cardinals, Blues, Rams, and Mizzou sporting event that you can watch on one of their 9 big screens. You will never miss a game at Rookie's Bar and Grill, 1544 South Service Road, right here in Wentzville.
Here's a number you need to put in your phone right now, 314-291-8899. That's our friend, attorney at law, Jason Faust.
And trust me, from a guy who's been married 14 times, I know good and bad attorneys. You need a guy you can trust. That is Jason Faust. That's F-A-U-S-S. Whether you're talking bankruptcy, criminal defense, DUI, DWIs, family laws, you name it, he's your guy.
Find him on faustlaw.com. If you or a loved one are in need of a lawyer, give our friend Jason Faust a call. He'll help you out. 314-291-8899. He's a good guy. He's on the show every Friday. We know Jason Faust, and he's a reasonable priced lawyer.
So call him today. That number again, 314-291-8899 for attorney Jason Faust, F-A-U-S-S.
He's local, just like you. The decision to hire an attorney is an important one and should not be based solely on advertising.
Hey, it's Coach from my friends at Rookie's Bar and Grill, here to tell you about some of their all-day specials. And believe me, there are plenty. Mondays and Thursdays feature a pitcher of beer and 20 wings for only $14.99. On Tuesdays, you can enjoy a bucket of beer for $9. And Bud Select long necks are only $1.75 all day Wednesday. Happy hour weekdays from 2 to 6. And don't forget about those $1.75 16-ounce drafts during every Cardinals, Blues, Rams, and Mizzou sporting event that you can watch on one of their 9 big screens. You will never miss a game at Rookie's Bar and Grill, 1544 South Service Road, right here in Wentzville.
Hey, it's Boom Boom. I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day for over 20 years. After walking into Vapor Locker USA, I haven't had one in over a year. You know why? Because the e-cig at Vapor Locker USA works. Once you make the decision to switch to Vapor e-cigs, this is the place to go. They actually take the time to show you what vaping is all about, from how the kit works to getting the right e-juice. Vapor Locker USA was the first brick-and-mortar vapor shop in St. Louis and has been open for over 2 years. No one has more experience in e-cigarettes than Vapor Locker USA. No one. Period. End. Kits come complete with a bottle of e-juice. With over 120 flavors to choose from, you can't go wrong, and they start at just $39.98. Now with 5 locations. 13 East Pierce Boulevard in Wentzville and 1032 Country Club Road in St. Charles, as well as Troy, Missouri, Mexico, Missouri, and now Bowling Green, Missouri. And online at VaporLockerUSA.com. Vapor Locker USA, your hometown e-cig supply store. Make sure you get the right e-cig the first time at Vapor Locker USA. I did.
TalkSTL.com finally has some balls. Your voice of the St. Louis Ambush. TalkSTL.com.
Welcome back to the St. Charles Family Arena. Alongside my partner Andy Noto, in for Mr. Soccer, Bill McDermott. I'm Joe De Niro. Again, we don't want to overblow it, but this Baltimore Blast team is very, very good, and it's nice only being down by 2 scores, 6-2. The Ambush are down. Scored one that we thought was going to be taken away. It counts. Mike Roach gets it. Nato about to kick the ball off to start the second half. And again, Andy, we talked about how important it is for the Ambush to get some more offensive pressure and not be hemmed into their own zone. Let's see if they can do that here.
Next goal is going to really be important here, Joe.
I think so. And into the Ambush zone it goes. Schmerman off the boards, heads it to Ritchie, and quickly out to Dan Antonio. Stolen there by Lookinlin. Ferdinand there. And now it comes to Noon, who's already got a goal. A nice save there by Ritchie. Lookinlin, a shot. And whoo! Not sure how he got to it, but Jeff Ritchie makes another nice save there. Throws the outlet for Dan Antoniuk. And Antoniuk loses it. And now Nato in a race with Vandergriff. Vandergriff wins it, kicks it back to Ritchie. Over to Schmerman. Back to Vandergriff. Good one-touch ball here by the ambush. It's what they need. O'Dane Sinclair just too far in front of him. And he had two guys. He had Roach and Adamson, but back come the Blast. 1 minute into this third quarter, it's already back and forth. Nato gets it stolen by O'Dane Sinclair. Ahead of steam, he stops, and Lookinland steals it over to Donatelli.
Was again three Blast players on the ambush player.
Man, oh man, and they just swallow that ball up. Back they come with a 2-on-1 in front. This one goes wide, just across the goal mouth. And now Mike Roach is pulled down. And Mangione doesn't like it, but that was a trip. Roach, always the one to get the last word in, says a little something to Mangione, and we're back under play. Jake Blyenberg hasn't had too bad of a game, considering it's his first one back since the 7th game of the season. And now here come the Blast. Rogue kicks this one off of Mattingly. It goes back to Ritchie, and Ritchie will throw this one to midfield. And that's Matt Kimball. Kimball up the middle. Nice job. Tries with the left foot, and that's kicked away.
One extra touch.
Just a quarter of an inch there. Mattingly tries to kick this one into the zone. It's headed out. Kyle Hobson now controls. And back goes Mattingly, far side, and back to Ritchie.
We didn't see this in the first half, Joe. The ambush have actually got Baltimore pinned back in here a little bit.
They do. And they're playing, if you notice, they're playing some good one-touch soccer here. They're not hanging on to the ball too long, and one guy's not trying to dribble through the entire team. Here's Antoniuk. Off the boards to Chad Vandergriff. Vandergriff off the boards into the corner. It comes in front. Controlled now by Schmerman. 3-point try. And a good job just to get the ball on net. I like that. Take some more shots. And another save by William Vanzella, who saw it all the way, but good things happen when you put the ball on net. Here's DeRue with some steam. Knocked off the ball there by Corey Dow, but he retains possession. Mike Lookinland off the boards. Ritchie handles it easy. And looking for the outlet pass. Looking for the home run ball. Instead decides to go to Schmerman. Ritchie here from his right to his left. That's a nice play. O'Dane Sinclair overruns it. And back comes Dow. It goes off of him. Newen trying to control. He does, back to his keeper. Back to Newen, and this one is kicked out of play, but Chad Vandergriff steals. Vandergriff, a nice job there to shield it. Here's DiMaria in front. Can't settle the ball. And it's cleared out of trouble, but finally back into the corner. DiMaria scores! Jeff DiMaria! And that's what the ambush needed. Andy Noto, a great job to keep it into the Baltimore Blast end, and Jeff DiMaria just never gave up on that ball.
I'm not sure what the ambush said at halftime, but whatever it is, it's working out so far.
Well, and that's the thing about Daryl Duran. A very good game manager. He can see what the strengths and the weaknesses of each team are, and he's done a nice job to give his team a little extra oomph. Jeff DiMaria, nice goal there. Whew, off the boards, and he just turned and volleyed that one to the back of the net. Nicely done. So now the ambush within one score. It's 6-4. A 2-point goal away from tying this one up. Nice job by Ritchie to head it out of his own box. And now the Blast with a little extra energy. Here's Healy in the corner. Nice play there by Mike Mesley. And here's Adamson into the corner to Mike Roach. Roach runs onto it, gets pushed there by Donatelli.
Off
the crossbar, it goes in front, and oh my. And we've got a 2-minute penalty. Oh, that's just what the ambush did not need. It's a dangerous play along the near boards. And that is Healy that's getting up slowly. And they're going to ring up Mike Mesley. Want to take a look at the replay. I didn't see it, but it looked like he's going to get caught for boarding. It was after the ball was already kicked away and got his hands on Healy, shoved him down. And boy, oh boy, this team is good enough 5-on-5, Andy Noto. I can't even imagine what they're like on the man advantage of the Baltimore Blast.
This is going to be a big power play kill here.
Yes, it is. The Ambush down by 1 goal, which is 2 points, 6-4. With 10:49 left in the third quarter. The Blast on the man advantage. This is Donatelli. He's got the ball in the corner. In front he goes. That ball is tipped up and over, and it's going to be a restart in the corner. And a nice block there by Mattingly. Not much you can do to keep the ball. It was hit so hard. It went off him and up and over. Now they're going to need a new ball in play. And with 1:47 left in the man advantage, and the Ambush already with a 1-goal, 2-point lead, they have it. Big shot there. It's blocked there by Jeff DiMaria, who's had one whale of a third quarter so far. Playing the Jeff Cacciatore role. Giving chase to Gonzaga. Over to Donatelli into the corner. Very good ball movement from this Baltimore team. A shot goes through the goal mouth. Nato there to Donatelli with the right in the corner. A shot. That one is tipped in front. Rebound save, Jeff Ritchie. Nice job. 1:15 left. Donatelli with some pressure. These guys can shoot in a hurry. Another one goes wide. That from Lookinland. Gonzaga has to go back. Jeff DiMaria there in the corner to Lookinland. Back to Donatelli. 3-point range, kicks it to Jeff DiMaria, and he's going to clear it all the way down the pitch. That'll kill off some much-needed time. Vanzelli, the keeper, plays it to midfield. 45 seconds left for the Ambush to kill this man advantage. Couple of decent chances here. Lookinland in the box, turning, but having it blocked. Mattingly clears, but not all the way out. Back come the Blast. Lookinland, 3-point range. Hounded there, off the boards, in front. Ritchie's in the right spot. And he's going to kill some time here. 15 seconds left, and the Ambush are going to call a timeout. And they are 15 seconds away from retaining the momentum that they started here, Andy Noto, in this third quarter.
I agree, and it'll be imperative here to win the ball off this restart and start back on the attack.
6-4 our score. The second place, Baltimore Blast, a half game out of first to the team we saw last week in the Milwaukee Wave. And I tell you what, if the finals are the Milwaukee Wave and the Baltimore Blast, that's going to be one hell of a series.
That'll be great. Now, do they play, Joe? Are you sure how they do that? Is it a couple-game series or just one game?
I think so. I think it's best 2 out of 3, if I'm not mistaken, for the championship. I'll have to look into that on my 278-page manual from the MISL. But I believe that's the way it is. Now, the Ambush lost to the Blast when Dr. Huatma owned him. It was the last game at the then it was the Savas Center, now the Scott Trade. And I didn't like how they did it. They played a mini game. Both teams, it was a 2-game series, and the Blast had to win 2. The Ambush and the Blast split. They played a 10-minute or 12-minute mini game.
Do you remember what year that was?
That had to be 2007, I want to say. It was either 2006 or 2007.
Joe, before we get too far along here, I'm getting buzzed. My kids need to go to bed. I need to tell both of them to go to bed.
Yeah, both you little notos.
Max and Drew, it's time.
It is time.
Close to 9 o'clock, and your cousin Scott said the same thing.
That's right. Or he's coming. Don't make him come over there on the restart. Ambush trying to kill off this man advantage. They're 8 seconds away from doing it. Vanzella, left side to Healy. Healy now to Mangione. Right side. They kill off the man advantage, but it's still in their zone. Chad Vandergriff, another block. Nice play there. He's in the corner. Finally gets it free, and here comes DiMaria. DiMaria kicks it right side. Chad Vandergriff hustling all the way, and in the box. He almost steals it from Vanzella. Chad Vandergriff there. Oh, you're not going to call that foul, are you? 2 words, ticky-tack. That's horrible.
Well, the Ambush have got some life here, Joe.
They really do. They've got an extra gear, and they need it. Fresh legs coming out. They kill the man advantage. That could be a big momentum swing here for the Ambush, scoring the last 2 goals. It's 6-4. Remember, every goal is 2 points, so the Ambush down by 1 possession. 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. DeRue for the blast, being hounded there by Dan Antoniuk. Nice defense. Kicks this one back to Mike Lukenland. Some pressure here by the Ambush.
Different than the first quarter, first half, Joe. They're pressuring the ball up high.
Pushing the pace. I like it. Mangione near side in front of us.
See if we can get this next goal, get right back in here.
He turns, left foot. That's a 3-point try. It deflects off Mike Mesley and goes to Ritchie. So with 7.5 minutes here in the third quarter, so far this has been mostly Ambush. Back comes Mangione. He's going to slow it down. Back in his own end. That's Newen. Number 21 to Mangione in front of his own bench. Now he comes near side to Lukenland. Left side to DeRue. Watch that left foot. DeRue left off the boards and all the way over for Newen. Mangione now. Beyond 3-point range. Off the boards. Nice clear Mattingly. Can't get it all the way out, but it comes back to midfield. Just under 7 minutes left.
Tell you what, Joe, O'Dane Sinclair's been quiet here. Let's see what he can do.
All it takes is one to tie her back up. Tripping over the ball is Newen, and back come the Ambush. Dow being hounded there by 2 Blast players. They don't like the call, but Dos Santos gets called here for a foul. It's a restart in front of the Baltimore bench. Here's Jeff Ritchie to O'Dane Sinclair. Turning. Trying to knock it back, and
thought Sinclair was going to make me look good there, Joe.
Good couple of volleys there, but it easily goes back to Vanzella, and now Dos Santos gets it stolen by Schmerman. Sinclair falls down on a 50-50 ball. Dos Santos keeps possession. And with 6:12 left in the third quarter, the Ambush are within 1 goal, also known as 2 points. Here's Nato. Back to Newen, who's already got a goal tonight. Newen, left side. Zuniga there, but nice defense by the Ambush. Can they clear it all the way out? O'Dane Sinclair gets the ball, but then loses it to Newen. In front, nice pass. Zuniga with his left, and a good job defensively by Dow. Back come the Ambush. Fresh legs, it's Blyenberg. In front to Hobson, and just out of his reach. Hobson retains possession, but now here's Zuniga.
Joe, the Ambush are cutting the Blast space this half.
They really are.
The first half.
Well, and that's something that the Baltimore Blast were doing very well. They were dominating the space early, and the Ambush have really come up and done a nice job, as you said. Newen at midfield. Blyenberg. Now to Hobson. Hobson with 5:10 left in the third gets it stolen, and back come the Blast. This is Gonzaga. Makes a move, switches fields, goes back. Mesley in front, can't get to it. Zuniga puts his hands on Blyenberg, but the Ambush can clear, and now Healy back to his own keeper. That one was kind of strong, but their keeper, Vanzella, handles it with the chest. And watch Nato there. Number 15, he's dangerous. The Stan Stamenkovic lookalike. Not quite as portly, but same build.
Same movement, too, Joe.
Really,
that's the way he looks.
Really. And don't know if he's got quite the ball handling skills that Stamenkovic did, but not many people do. Newen, not sure where that ball's going, but they get lucky, and back it comes to the Blast zone. Nice pressure there by the Ambush. It's a 2-on-2. Mesley's there. In front it goes, and Mike Roach is there to intercept, but he gives it away. Roach with a shot. Big foot save there by Jeff Ritchie. Healy
curriculars
sliding in, and Mike Mesley takes offense to it and says stay out of the crease. Stay out of the box. Cooler heads prevail here. It'll be Ambush ball. I like that, protecting the keeper. Just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Ambush have come back to make this a 1-goal, 2-point game. They're down 6-4. Baltimore bringing it up. It's DeRue. Nice play there to intercept by Mesley. Mesley brings it up the boards a little too far. And this one is headed down by Chad Vandergrift. And here's Kimball. Kimball tries to go around Newen. And it'll be a restart.
I'm going to call a timeout here, Joe. Looks like it'll be an official timeout.
And it's good because the Baltimore Blast trying to steal a base there and start that one near their own bench a little too quickly. 3:31 left, and again, this game has changed immensely. It's been almost a complete coin flip for the first half, Andy Noto. It's been good to see that the Ambush are putting more pressure on. They've got more energy. They've been better in their own zone. They've been hemmed in a couple of times, but not nearly as bad as those first two quarters.
They're not letting the Blast knock the ball around the way they did in the first half.
This is true. This is true. Not playing keep away. And the good thing is they've scored the last two unanswered goals. And I think the Blast a little frustrated here. That's why you get the timeout. And the Ambush are within striking distance. So again, 3:31 left. Good news from Scott Trade. After two periods. On goals from Alexander Steen and Jaden Schwartz, it's 2-0 Blues. So we got that going for us. So the Ambush, no bigger fan of the NHL than Fred Slow. He loves him some hockey. And I love beats. 3:31 left in the third quarter. 6-4. Baltimore Blast, but the Ambush, a lot of energy here. And the other thing, Andy, I think that gives them a little more hope is the fact that we've had one-man advantage, and it was a few minutes ago for the Blast, and they kept them out of the goal. That's important.
Big momentum swing for the Ambush here since the beginning of the third quarter.
And you can tell it's starting to frustrate Baltimore a little bit. That's why they wanted to take the time out and talk about it. Here's the restart. Off the boards it goes. In front, Chad Vandergrift clears this one to midfield.
I think that was a set piece off the boards there, Joe.
Two players. Antonia gets it. Adamson in front. Shooting, scores! Corey Adamson on the breakaway. And the Ambush have tied this game at 6. Wow.
I thought maybe there could have been a dangerous play there with a high kick on the Ambush, but the referee said no.
As we see it, the ball comes to midfield. Antoniuk misses it. Oh, yeah. They've got a point.
There's a conversation at the half line right now with the referee and the high kick. Thank God we don't have instant replay.
No kidding. Because I tell you what.
That's 2 goals when we came back.
That's 2 goals.
Yeah, the Blast have a little bit to complain about here.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And if you look at those replays, there's a handball.
There's a handball.
They see that one, luckily. And now Dos Santos says, no. See, what happened was, nope. 3:19 left in the third quarter. We are all tied at 6.
Joe, if somebody would have told us, I think, at the beginning of the third quarter, we'd be tied at 6 with 3 minutes left, I don't think we would have believed him.
No, I think we would have had somebody with a van and a straitjacket come to get him. Mike Mesley now near side to Ritchie. The Blast are scrambling.
It's a totally different team. It totally really switched personalities here. It's getting a little chippy out there as well.
Now the Ambush are the one playing keep away. Matt Kimball retains possession. Here's O'Dane Sinclair coming back to steal. Nice move by O'Dane. Brandon Manzanelli on. And this ball is stolen at midfield. It was a 3-on-2 if they could hurry, but the ball didn't oblige. And back come the Ambush. 3-on-2. Headed up by Dow. Into the corner he goes. O'Dane Sinclair kicks this one on goal. And Van Zella, a nice save. Well, we didn't mention it, but that shot was darn near perfect from Corey Adamson.
The top shelf.
Yes, sir. Put it up top where the kids like the cherries on the ice cream. I got nothing. 2:14, third quarter. We are all tied at 6. And Weird Al Yankovic
wins the ball.
With the ball. In front they go. Oh, what a save! Zuniga had a wide open net, and Jeff Ritchie stood in front of him and took it right off his foot. Here's Dow. He doesn't see Zuniga, steals it, and now Dow's going to get rung up. That's a tackle. Lucky there's no 2 on that one. The players laugh at each other and move on. It'll be a restart right in front of the penalty box here. 1:45 left in the third quarter. Ambush and Blast all tied at 6. The Ambush have scored 3 straight, and there is an unforced mistake by Gonzaga in the Blast. From midfield, he kicks it up and over the corner. And it'll be a restart for Chad Vandergrift and the St. Louis Ambush. Well, you like the feel of this one now, Andy.
You really do, Joe. The crowd's back into it a little bit, what little crowd there is, but they are into it now.
Not as big as we've seen, but they're enjoying a big save there on a nice shot by Lucas Roque. He comes back with it, and Chad Vandergrift clears it. Dan Antoniuk is there. A nice head ball. That one's going to go up and over.
Superfan Peter gets that ball.
There you go. Hey, he's been our good luck charm so far.
And
he touched the ball. That may mean we're going up by 2.
That very well could be. Let's see what happens here. That'll give us the tail of the tape.
1:12 in the third. Tied at 6. Here's Richard Schmerman. Dan Antoniuk in the corner. Back to Schmerman. Schmerman back to Mattingly. A big shot, and that one got by Van Zella but went wide. And the Ambush putting a lot more pressure on. What have we got? We've got a yellow card on Dan Antoniuk. He had the ball.
Not Dan Antoniuk, Joe. I think it's the, well, yes, it is.
Yeah, he's got the ball, and I don't know if he said something. I'm not exactly sure. He gets the yellow and the 2.
Here's the replay, Joe.
Ball goes off. He wasn't even near anybody. Not exactly sure. I'm not sure what it is. It had to be something from the mouth because he had control of the ball, was moving in the opposite direction back towards his own net in the Blast zone. And I'm going to try and see if I can read his lips. Oh, boy, a 5-minute misconduct.
That'll sure change the momentum here,
boy.
Joe. No power
yeah, there's
play.
no power play.
Okay.
It's okay, well, we're good there. But still, I'm not exactly sure what happened. And back come the Blast. Careful here. Little pressure off the boards. The head ball goes wide. Rebound. Foot save there by Ritchie, who has been up to the task in this half. Roach clears it out. Yeah, and that is a yellow card doesn't necessarily come with a 2-minute penalty. And again, it had to be something he said because it was nothing he did. This ball headed out of play. Mattingly mad at himself there. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. And we are tied at 6. And again, no man advantage here, but it's just a 5-minute misconduct penalty. 3-man wall, top of the arc. Here's Lookinland. Lookinland slides this left. Into the corner, a shot and a big save. Nice one there. Jeff Ritchie has had outstanding positioning this quarter. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. We're tied at 6. The Ambush and the Blast. Here's a shot blocked there and kicked out of play. That's unfortunate. Corey Adamson trying to direct that one off the boards. Kicks it up and over, but a nice play by Mattingly on the block. And that's the other thing, Andy. These Ambush players are getting in front of these Blast players.
Yeah, they're in front, Joe. They're cutting the space down. They're not allowing Baltimore to dictate the flow of the game.
And a wise timeout here with 4.5 seconds left. And a restart at the top of the arc for the Baltimore Blast. This team is a half game out of first place. You can see why, but the Ambush in this third quarter, not only have they come back and dominated play, but they've scored 3 straight goals, which has been fantastic.
Speaks to the character of the team. It would have been real easy to shut down at halftime, down 3 goals, 6 points. But they've definitely come out here in the second half and shown what they're made of.
And this has been one heck of a game, and I don't want to start anything here, but Superfan Peter and his teal wig was up here at halftime. We were down 6-0. Now we're tied. Coincidence?
Peter needs to get on that bus Saturday to head to Kansas City.
Absolutely.
For $50, you can get on a bus and head to the game Saturday.
That's pretty cool. And that is more than affordable. More than affordable. I don't
know if it includes a ride home or not, but I know you can get
you probably have to be helicoptered out, but, the $50 will get you there.
Get you there. Getting home,
which is pretty nice.
Story.
All right, if the ambush can stay out of trouble and block this one and kick it out of their own zone, it's going to be another non-easy thing to do because this Baltimore Blast off the set piece. Very, very good. 3-man wall, Lookinland. Trying to do something here for the Blast. Approaches the ball. Shoots and scores. And now the ambush.
They want a 5-second call there, Joe.
They say that he took too long. Jeff DeMaria doesn't like it, but the Baltimore Blast are going to go up by 2. And
I don't know how we lost 2 seconds there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure. Pretty nice shot. That one grazes off the far post and goes in. 2.8 left. Mike Roach is going to shoot this off the Blast player, Donatelli. Goes into the bench, and the ambush are going to have time for one more shot here in the third quarter. Adamson puts that one on goal. It is blocked. And the ambush score 3 straight goals to tie it, but with 3 seconds left in the quarter, off the restart, the Baltimore Blast score, and they go up by 2. A lot of game left in this one. Should be a very exciting fourth quarter. At the end of 3, it is the Baltimore Blast 8, the St. Louis Ambush 6, within 1 possession. We'll be back with what seems to be a very exciting fourth quarter right after this. Alongside Andy Noto, I'm Joe De Niro. We are live on TalkSTL.com and on YouTube.com. This is St. Louis Ambush Soccer.
Get pushed. The St. Louis Ambush is on TalkSTL.com. A broken phone means hassle to some. To others, catastrophe. Don't replace it, repair it. CPR has 8 area locations to fix it and get you on your way. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. Your phone has water damage? CPR can fix it. Cracked screen? CPR can fix it. Broken tablets, laptops, game systems, or any other device? CPR can fix it. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com. 8 locations in the St. Louis Metro. Cellphone repair-stlewis.com to find a store near you. CPR can fix it.
If you're listening to my voice right now, you're on the internet. The net is our lifeline. Without it, we're dead in the water. That's why TalkSTL.com uses J&B Technologies. They create and sell high-quality computers, desktops, and network servers. They also provide customer support and repair should something go wrong. J&B Technologies provides in-house and on-site repair for all computer makes and models, and they have the staff to back it up. If the internet is your lifeline, like TalkSTL.com is to us, use the best, J&B Technologies, jbtech.com, or call 314-993-5528. J&B Technologies.
Hey, Brant, have you been down to the Pump House Bar and Grill in Wood River, Illinois lately?
Yes, Fred, I have. It's my favorite bar and grill in the Metro East.
I've been going there since their opening in February 2012. It quickly became my hometown bar.
I really enjoy their daily drink specials, including their signature little beers and their great menu.
Yeah, it's definitely not just bar food. Their brisket is to die for.
Don't forget about the free chicken chunks with the purchase of a drink every Tuesday, 4 to 7.
It's the weekend destination for a good time. Bands or karaoke every Friday and Saturday night, and football all day Sunday.
The staff and atmosphere are great too. It's like my own man cave with a waitress.
If you haven't checked out the Pump House Bar and Grill, visit their Facebook page, facebook.com/the Pump House Bar and Grill, or just stop in at 1523 East Edwardsville Road, Wood River, Illinois. Just 30 minutes from downtown St. Louis and just 2 minutes from Highway 255. And don't forget to say Under Further Review sent you.
If you're going to any other bar in the Metro East, punch in.
Let me tell you a story about Kyle and Kelly. They met, they dated, they married, and then they had themselves a little shamrocks. Now, when Shamrocks was born, Kyle and Kelly nurtured their little Shamrocks. And they told Shamrocks that he could grow up to be anything Shamrocks wanted to be. Shamrocks could make people feel welcome by serving the customers good, wholesome food that would make their bellies full. Shamrocks certainly could provide plenty of drink to enhance the mood of the people gathered. Shamrocks could be a family-friendly place where any sort of celebration could be properly enjoyed. With Kyle and Kelly's love, Shamrocks has prospered and stands proudly on Veterans Memorial Parkway at 70 in Cave Springs. Feel free to stop by and see how Shamrocks is doing nowadays. And be sure to tell Kyle and Kelly what a good time you had and how Shamrocks made you smile. Because every parent likes to hear about how their Shamrocks made them smile.
You're listening to the St. Louis Ambush on the 3Dub Radio Network.
Back to action we go. The start of the fourth quarter. Ambush down by 1 goal, 2 points here. In the blast zone. O'Dane Sinclair there trying to get a shot. Schmerman with a shot, and that one's blocked. And here's Matt Kimball. Nice pass by Schmerman. DiMaria tries to slide it over to O'Dane Sinclair. Can't. Schmerman, another left. And that ball is blocked and out of play. It'll be a restart for the Ambush. So right away, they tape the opening kick and they go right into the blast zone and put a little pressure on. 8-6 is our score in the first 40 seconds here of the last quarter. Schmerman kicks this one on goal, and that is cleared easily by the blast. Head ball from Vandergrift back to Jeff Ritchie in a little trouble, but he heads back the other way. And Vandergrift tries to kick it off the boards. It goes up and over.
Let's see where they mark this, Joe. It'll be in the sideboard, or they're going to give him a free. Oh, they're going to give him the free kick top of the arc.
It's going to be top of the arc. Yeah, because that was on the other side of the bench.
Same exact spot.
Oh, boy.
They scored from before.
Yep. They've scored on 2 restarts already. There's another one. That is an absolute missile from Zuniga. Wow.
Things have changed here real quick.
He said, really? Do I look like Weird Al now, Joe? Yes, you still do, but that was a hell of a shot, kid. Wow. They just rolled it back to Zuniga off the restart, and he just buried it.
Boy, they're dangerous on those set pieces.
Woo, far corner. That's 3 goals they've had off the set piece. And Zuniga can really hammer that ball.
Now we're down 2 again.
Yep, down 2 scores, but never say never.
4 on the scoreboard, 2 need to go in the back of the net.
This is correct, sir. Wow. And back come the Ambush, a shot. And a big save by Vanzella, who's been beaten a couple times, but he was up to the task there. Manzanelli, 1 move too many, and now it's a 3-on-2 for the Blast. Nice job to get back in front. Dos Santos with a move, but he couldn't get a shot off.
He could have put that ball in, I thought, Joe. It looked like he was trying to be a little fancy.
Yeah, Ritchie was out of position on a good move. Here's Zuniga again.
Keep it off his left foot.
Absolutely. Rocket. Newen, who's got a goal tonight.
Oh, here you go.
Over to Zuniga with that left. Dos Santos makes a move. Blocked there by Mattingly and kicked out of trouble. And to midfield it goes by the Ambush.
Joe, looks like we have a flip-flop here again. The Ambush are pinned in, and Baltimore is just knocking the ball around at will.
Zuniga with that dangerous left foot over to Newen. Near boards to Ferdinand. Up against the boards, trying to clear his Mattingly. He finally does, but not all the way out. Lookenlin has to go all the way back to midfield and then back to his keeper, Vanzella.
Oh, the Ambush caught here short off on a change.
Lookenlin's got some room. Into the corner he goes. And back with Lookenlin he goes, and a big block there by Richard Schmerman. That ball was a 1/4 of an inch lower. We might have a timeout on our hands. Right near the old midsection. 12:23 left in the game. Gonzaga now. Big shot on goal and another save by Jeff Ritchie. That one in the corner by number 15. In front, that's going to be a goal. Healy, wide open. The ball came right out in front. And the Ambush go from tied to down by 6 again.
We're back exactly where we were right before the end of the first half.
and give Nato some credit because in the corner he was working his magic. Had one defender, turns off the boards. It goes through 2 ambush defenders. No chance for Jeff Ritchie there as it goes right on the foot of Healy.
It appears the ambush got a little bit taken off their game with the questionable call on the goal at the end of the third quarter, Joe. It seems like they've kind of lost their mojo a little bit.
Lost the mojo just a little bit. Yeah, 12:07 left in this game, and the ambush have a lot of work to be done ahead of them. I tell you what, this has just been the tale of quarters here.
First and second and fourth for the Blast, and the problem is we've only got the third quarter under our
only
belts.
had the third quarter, and maybe the last 30 seconds or 25 seconds of the third quarter, but you can't hang your hat on that. Jeff DiMaria, Mike Roach, O'Dane Sinclair up front for the ambush. Chad Vandergriff with the pink shoes, back on defense with Mike Mesley and Jeff Ritchie in net.
Those are bright.
Jeff Ritchie in his own zone. All the way down, off the boards for Jeff DiMaria. Settles it. Tries to control it. He's got 2 Blast players on him. Loses it. Roach with a left, and that one is deflected. Back comes Gonzaga. Nice play by Mike Mesley to get over. A pass and a nice play off the boards by Jeff Ritchie. Get back in there, Slobo. 11:38 left in the game. Roke to DeRue, who slips, or he probably would have had a shot. Takes one anyway, and it goes wide to the top left. Here's Nato. Over to DeRue. DeRue now in front of the penalty box. Over to Mangione. Big mark there by 2 ambush players. Back to DeRue he goes. And watch for this pace to slow down considerably. That's what they're doing. No hurry. They're up by 6 points. 3 goals here. And if the ambush aren't going to force their hand, they're just going to play catch. Back to Vanzella. Kicks it into the ambush zone. Vandergriff. Nice head ball there to Mike Mesley. He was run into. They play on because the ambush have possession. O'Dane Sinclair off the boards in front, and that ball was cleared. And off the boards again. Chad Vandergriff a shot, and that one goes wide.
Ambush just lost a player, Joe. It's went off number 13.
That's Mike Mesley. And I believe that was a collision that he just had.
Took a knock
on the breakaway. And let's hope he's going to be all right because he's one of the key defenders. Restart. Not a very good one. Schmerman gets this one intercepted. And back with a 3-on-2 come the Blast. Roke. Mangione. Right side. Big shot in front. That one goes wide. And luckily out of the reach of Ferdinand, who was right on the doorstep. Here he is again with those bright orange shoes. Luckily the ball flips off those bright shoes and goes right to Jeff Ritchie. Near side. Manzanelli. Brandon Manzanelli now. Kicks this one back to Richard Schmerman. To Mattingly. Mattingly to Corey Adamson. Adamson to Schmerman. Nice one-touch ball here from the ambush. But they've got to move forward. Finally do, beyond midfield. Manzanelli tripped up, but they say play on. He did get ball there. Dos Santos with a couple of moves. Maybe two too many, and he's got to go back to midfield. And with 9:35 left, the ambush needing the field to tilt to the Baltimore Blast side. So far, it's been all Baltimore this quarter. They lead by 3 possessions, 12-6. Here's Healy, who had that last goal. Now to Dos Santos. Back to Vanzella, their keeper. Again, no hurry in their game here, Andy Noto. Just trying to...
No, same way, just the way they started the game. Just keep away, and if you get a clear shot, take it.
9 minutes left. Here's Newen. Healy, what a nice give goal. Zuniga wide open. They find him. He shoots, and a big save by Jeff Ritchie. Up to the task. That was a slow developing play. Seemed like if they would have hustled a little more, they might have had an open net, but Jeff Ritchie.
Zuniga might have got a little too cute there, Jody. Tried to just chip it over him. He could have taken a shot.
Here he is again. Nice move. to the left again. He's on the right side, and it goes into Ritchie, an easy save. Ritchie throws this one. That's intercepted, but Mike Roach is there. Roach over to Dow. Check it, that's Hobson. Hobson trying to get the ball. NATO now. 2-on-3. Holding off Jake Blyenberg.
Boy, he really does look like Stan Stamikovich when he
really does. And he still has the ball.
Some shirt pulling going on there.
Yeah, little tangle there between Kyle Hobson and Newen. Luckily, Newen saw it. 7:52 left. You heard me. Right side, it's Donatelli. Kyle Hobson now is shoved down by Donatelli, and he holds his finger up as, yes, I did. He's Italian. I don't know what accent that was, but it's been a long day. 7:41 left in this game. The Ambush down by 3 possessions, 12-6. This game was tied at one point after they were down by 6 points just before the half. Hobson gets shoved down, and NATO, also known as Stamenkovich Jr., gets rung up for the call. He's got that same bowl haircut too, Andy.
It's a lot of similarities.
7:34 left. He's a good soccer player. 12-6, pardon me. O'Dane Sinclair in front of his own benches. Or bench. He's only got one.
Roach looked like it got taken down there from behind. No call.
O'Dane Sinclair with a little extra pep. This ball goes all the way back to Jeff Ritchie. Calmly threads it to Schmerman. And now Hobson, who's headed off, tips this one. It goes to Roach. Oh, trying to turn and get possession of that ball. He does. Nutmegs, Gonzaga. Nice play. Di Maria straight away. Big drive, and that one goes off of 13 Gonzaga, and he's off to the races. 2-on-2. Shot saved by Jeff Ritchie. He didn't have help there. That's all he could do. And Gonzaga comes back. This one over to DeRue. DeRue loses it. But Manzanelli can't get it. And now he's going to get called for the push. Haven't seen Mike Mesley pop back up yet. He's still seated on the bench. Hopefully he'll be ready to go here shortly. Head ball, big save. Ritchie DeRue was right on the doorstep there.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Oh, luckily DeRue gets called for the push. Otherwise,
3-on-none.
Yeah, 3-on-0. Never, kids, do you kick it back towards the middle in your own zone. Not sure where he was trying to go with that ball, but it didn't end up in the right spot. Schmerman being hounded there by DeRue. Roke. Nice play, Schmerman. And back comes Hobson. Check it, that's Kimball to O'Dane Sinclair. With room. Off the boards, and a nice play. William Vanzella saw it all the way, and I believe now he's hit his head on the boards. Seems to be a common theme tonight. Those boards are jumping right out and grabbing the goalkeepers in the head. In the face. Looks like he's going to be okay. Just going to take a little bit of time to figure out what town he's in.
And the ambush trainer is in no hurry.
No. Taking his sweet time. Doesn't want to unfold that perfectly folded Gatorade towel.
That is a perfect
fold. Isn't it? I believe that was ironed in that direction.
That is
He
good.
and Vanzella have a little laugh.
Talk about folding laundry.
Making sure he's okay. Vanzella just looks like he's a little dinged up. Really nice play, too, Andy, because you could tell O'Dane Sinclair wanted to hit that one off the near boards and in front, and Vanzella snuffed it out, dove. His head took the brunt of the blow, but he did stop the ball.
Shaking the cobwebs out.
The trainer and ambush owner Andrew Haynes on the bench having a little fun with that one. He's dressed down tonight, little casual. No suit and tie, just got the little sweater and the
red sweater,
the collared shirt. Glad we could bring you that information.
That is important.
That breaking Mr. Blackwell news. 6:50 left in the game. Restart. This one goes up in the air. Chad Vandergriff heads it down to Adamson. trying to get it out of their own zone, finally break the press. And it's headed again. Dos Santos. Couple of head balls there. Back to Jeff Ritchie. He's going to have to play it with his left foot. Does. Nicely to midfield, but it goes over Adamson. A taller player probably would have had that, but it was just a little too high there for Corey.
Blast just knocking the ball around again, Joe.
They really are. They're just trying to play keep away here in this last 6 minutes. Not to say that they're done shooting, because here we go, a one-on-one, and a nice play there by Richard Schmerman. Slips, stays with it, does a nice job, and Richard Schmerman, good positioning there, as Jeff Ritchie was easily able to handle the ball that rolled right to him. Schmerman into the corner to Dan Antonio. Off his chest. Head ball now in front. Zuniga with it. And Chad Vandergriff goes off of Zuniga. And this will be ambush ball on the restart. You know, now that I look at Zuniga from a distance, he's kind of got that Geddy Lee from Rush look, too.
Oh, yes. Good
he
call.
He could dress up as several things for Halloween. Tell you what, hope he doesn't come up here and catch me in the throat with that left foot, though, because it is dangerous. Dowell on the restart. That's up and over.
That's the second or third time tonight, Joe, that the Ambush have put some of those restarts over the top.
Yeah. I'd like to see them maybe ease that one down deep or go off the corner and try and deflect one out in front. 5:45 left in the game, as Wayne Hagan would say. Ambush down 12-6 to the number 2 team in the league, and only by a half game to the Milwaukee Wave are the Baltimore Blast. And the Ambush now competing against the Blast defense and the clock with 5.5 left. Nato gets pushed off the ball.
Which is not an easy task.
It really isn't. He is a fire plug. Zuniga, left side to Lookinland. Lookinland, nice play there by Dowell. Oh, they've got possession, but he calls the foul anyway. Why would you do that? Again.
There's been a couple questionable calls tonight.
Behind
both
the
sides.
play, you let him go because Dan Antonio had the ball 10 feet in front of where the foul was.
Joe, I just wonder sometimes, it's the same referees every night for these guys for the Ambush, and just wonder sometimes if that has have an effect on some of the things that happen.
If they don't get complacent. And
right.
You know, maybe that's
seeing each other. You just don't see that in other sports.
Yeah. And maybe that's part of the financials of the league. That it's just easier for these guys to travel because they live closer.
Right.
But that's something down the road that they're going to have to look at because
I've had the same. Yeah, it's the same. Not that they do a bad job. It's just that seeing the same team every time.
Same players.
Yep.
You know the tendencies.
You get some preconceived notions, and sometimes that plays into a call.
It becomes old hat.
Oh, look at that!
Wow, Zuniga he mugged him.
Yep, he was.
Good to see Mike Mesley back out there. Dinged up a little earlier. Roach taken down, but they play on because of possession. Mesley kicks this one off a roke. And with 4:33 left, the Ambush need a miracle here, down by 3 possessions. Or 2 3-point goals. Going to be awfully tough to sneak a couple of 3-pointers by William Vanzella.
We've got the guy to do it, Corey Dowell.
Oh, Chad Vandergriff can't get that one under control. Tried the full volley out of the air and kicks it up and over. Fresh legs now as Di Maria goes off and Kyle Hobson comes on. Nice head ball by Hobson. Stolen there. Now back to Chad Vandergriff. Kicks it back to his keeper, Ritchie. Ritchie going to dribble it out. Over to Chad Vandergriff. Up the pitch he goes. Mike Roach. Trying to control it there. It goes off a Roach, and they say ambush ball. Okay, we'll take it. O'Dane Sinclair with control to Vandergriff. As you can see, the Blast are not giving them any angles on the 3-point tries here, Andy.
No,
trying to keep everything outside. Schmerman gets this one stolen. It's a 3-on-2. Make it a 2-on-1 now. Roque, left foot, big save. Ritchie. And he throws it out, and it's stolen there by Healy. But O'Dane Sinclair. Right side, in front of the bench. as Kyle Hobson goes off for DeMaria. Vandegrift, 3:30 left. Oh, boy. Vandegrift trying to go off the sideboards about 6 inches too high. It goes over the net. And that'll be a restart for the Blast. Again, that's one of those plays that just a couple inches from a turnover and a good rebound off the glass. 3:29 left in this one. 12-6. Baltimore Blast. On the restart, Dos Santos with the ball. 2 ambush players on him. One of them is DeMaria. That's not easy. DeMaria comes out of it to Kimball. Back to DeMaria. Makes a couple of moves. Tries to go around Healy. Can't do it. But the ambush retained possession. Mattingly over to Jeff DeMaria with 3:05 left. Over to Mike Mesley. Into the corner, Dan Antoniuk, the team captain. Loses it, but it comes out to Mesley. DeMaria, 3-point range. Makes a move. Stops. Gives it to Matt Kimball. Kimball loses it. And he's got to hurry back. It's a 2-on-2. Big drive and a big save by Jeff Ritchie. This one goes into the corner to Mangione. Not exactly sure how Mangione got away with the crossbody block there, but they play on. Dos Santos acts like he was punched in the kidney or shot with some sort of slingshot device. I think he's going to live. He's going to limp around and sell it, and it'll be a restart for the Baltimore Blast. 2:28 left, and Andy, unless the ambush can really push the pace here and get a couple of quick ones, this is going to be a tough
quick 3-pointers. This
tough
is going to
go.
be real tough. That's a shame, too, Joe. Going into the fourth quarter, the ambush had the momentum.
They really did. And the Blast have the ball with 2:25 left. Stolen.
Ooh,
nice job.
That's going to be a foul.
Yep, it's going to be a foul. And the fans are upset, but that you got to call that.
Right. So
he got more
Daryl
player.
I'm surprised Daryl's upset. That's right in front of him. He had to see that.
Yeah, he got more player than he did ball there.
It's just some frustration going. I'm sure he's frustrated knowing that going into the fourth quarter we had this game tied.
2:13 left. Back to Van Zella it goes. Near side to Lookinland. Back to his keeper. Playing keep away. 2 minutes and change left now in this game. Ambush. Going to have to get the ball and get some points. Right now, neither looking too good, but anything can happen. Trying to clear in front. Nice move and a goal. Oh, what a save! Off the line. That was Dan Antoniuk with an unbelievable foot save. Oh my goodness, that had goal written all over it. All Mangione had to do after a couple moves was tap it in. Ritchie was out of position, but Dan Antoniuk was there to kick it off the line. That's the second time that's happened tonight. Antoniuk with one. And now we've got a foul. And Chad Vandegrift with the other one. So, nice job there.
Could be worse. The score,
no doubt.
A couple great plays.
1:18 left. Baltimore Blast with a 6-point lead and the ball. Donatelli back to Lookinland, who's pretty solid back there as a quarterback. Stolen! Chad Vandegrift! Oh! DeMaria just a little too far for Vandegrift, and with a minute left, the ambush are going to have to start taking some shots. Now they got to get the ball back first. Here's a one-on-one. Dowell tries the play, and that ball goes in through the goal mouth. Here's DeRue trying to control it. And with 40 seconds left. Oh, boy.
Didn't call anything. Was
wow.
that
Nato gets pulled down in the box, and he's got a reason to gripe. And now on the other end, it's DeMaria with a foul. And I can't see who the Blast player is. It doesn't matter. 27.3 seconds left, and the ambush down by 3 scores. Or 2 3-pointers. This is DeRue, and that was Max Ferdinand that was taken down. Roach in front. DeMaria turns and tries to be unselfish. Roach, a big shot, that's wide. Rebound comes out to Blyenberg. He can't get a foot on it. 13 seconds left now. And the Baltimore Blast trying to clear. Now they have it at midfield. Mike Mesley gets called for the push. And with 6 seconds left, this one's all but done. The Ambush made a go of it, but just couldn't climb out of another 6-point hole. Give the Baltimore Blast credit. It's a very good soccer team on the other side of the field, but the Ambush gave them all they can handle tonight. Up 6-0, they come back and they tie it, but then the Baltimore Blast put in 3 goals and they sew it up. And that's our final from the Family Arena. Your next shot is again against the Milwaukee Wave, the top team. It'll be February 21st. Am I nuts? I thought the next home game was, 2 Thursdays from now. 2 weeks. I'll be all right once the meds wear off. We'll be good. Andy Noto, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Joe. As always, it's been a pleasure.
We appreciate it. So the 21st is a Friday night. And that's your final, 12-6. Not much more to say this, Andy.
No, but I don't think Peter the Superfan did not come through for us.
Well, he did not, but he made it close. It was a lot closer than it would have been. And the Ambush lose a tough one here, 12-6, after being down 6-0. They tie it up, had the momentum, but the Baltimore Blast, that's the mark of a really good team. Never panicked, never got out of sorts, got outplayed for a good solid quarter, but then they owned the fourth quarter. And that's all they needed is they win this one, and they up their record to 12-3. It's going to be a very interesting race between the Baltimore Blast and the Milwaukee Wave to see who can secure that top spot. Again, couldn't get it done tonight, but there are some things to build on for next week and for next year as the Ambush drop this one 12-6 for my partner Andy Noto and for Fred Slow and Scotty Boom Boom. Thank you so much. stlewisambush.com for tickets. The 21st is our next game. It's a Friday night. We will see you then from the Family Arena and live on TalkSTL.com and YouTube.com. Ambush drop at 12-6 tonight to the second-placed Baltimore Blast. We'll see you on the 21st against the Milwaukee Wave. Again, for $15 tickets, stlewisambush.com or go to Ticketmaster. I'm Joe De Niro. This is St. Louis Ambush Soccer. Good night, everybody.